What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chatting with the Comic Community. I am Sean, aka Stay Puff 1983, and I am joined by Big Will, who has arrived here today. And I'm also joined by my special guest, MrGretzky9966. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey.
Now, we also going to have Delphia and Kachoong on the show, but they'll be on after 3 o'clock. So when they come on, we'll have lots of fun.
Yes.
I just want to start off to say thanks, everybody, for showing up. We got Varangian Vigilante in the chat. What is going on? My tag partner on Friday. And yeah, I want to start off by saying yesterday I went to my shop and I purchased 148 issues of Conan the Barbarian for $100. $100, and that's including with the long box. Yesterday, I went on Simply Incredible show, his 6th anniversary live stream, and I showed off all 148 covers. So I'm probably going to go through them again today. But before I do that, I want to go through books that I purchased from the man sitting next to me, Big Will. Big Will had hit me up on Instagram saying, "Are you are you still collecting these, or are you looking to start this run?" I'm like, yeah. And Big Will, I purchased these from him, and he hooked me up with some Milestone comics with Static Shock. Great books here. You know, I had to jump all over it because it's Static. It's hard to find these out there in the wild. You know, if you do, snatch them up, because, you know, especially with the return of Milestone coming and Static Shock being produced by Michael B. Jordan for a movie. So Static Shock is starting to blow up. Nice set of books here.
Oh, Agony of Defeat. Looks like it.
Yep. This is an awesome cover here. This is issue 43.
Yeah, look like a different artist.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah. Then he hooked me up with some Blood Syndicate, number 2.
Ah, I used to have a couple of those.
Yeah.
Then there's issue number 3.
That just looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
And issue number 4.
Now, I know you didn't pay a lot for them, but that issue 4 has some schmutz on the cover on the D in blood.
That's fine. I see it.
I think it can be got off, though.
But the funny thing is, I have this issue too. So I have 2 copies of it. That's awesome. But yeah, thanks again, Big Will, for hitting me up on IG and let me know about that.
No problem. You're like one of 3 people I know that like Static, so it's a short list.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to say welcome. We got Rod in the chat. What's going on? And my broski, Gomez, comic collector. Shout out to Gomez. He was awesome on Hialeah show, Inquiring Minds. You know, it was great to see him on there and to see him being interviewed and just having fun. You know, thanks for stopping by and showing support. And yeah, Static is definitely going to blow up. And we also got John's Comics with Kids. What is going on, John? Mr. Commando Hater. Mr. Liefeld Lover. You know, I got to make fun, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. I know I saw Stone Cold Steve in the background, but he popped back out, so.
Huh.
Oh.
Sub Z Collects. So, with that, I showed off these books. I'm going to show off my Conans later, but anybody else got anything to show?
Yeah, I just went to the shop and I picked up a few weeks worth of timeless variants. by Alex
Nice.
Ross. So I got a whole stack of them. I just got through bagging and boarding. We got a beautiful Daredevil right there. Then we got Black Bolt, Spidey. Yeah, I'm realizing that sitting in front of the big window doesn't do good on the glare. There's the Iceman.
Oh yeah, that's a nice Iceman.
Yeah. The Mighty Thor.
Oh yeah, Thor's always good.
And then the best one of all, of course, Wolverine.
Oh yes.
We have Natasha Romanoff.
Ah.
Very nice looking. His Beast. Then you got one X-Man. You're going to have another. There's Jean Grey or Phoenix, whichever you prefer.
Ah.
And then we got a very shiny Colossus right there. And then an awesome looking Black Panther.
I gotta get that one.
Yeah. And the last one I picked up, Falcon. And I also got Batman 100, 101, and the third Three Jokers book, and my normal copy of Wolverine. And that's all I picked up. But that's enough.
Yeah, I got the Spider-Man one as well.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I got the Falcon. Daredevil is just badass.
It would be called time consuming, John.
Spider-Woman, I had to grab that one.
Yeah. My shop had some damage, so that was probably one of the damaged ones. He's waiting on replacement.
These I have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I picked those up. They're nice.
Got the Sue. And I got the Mighty Thor.
Yeah. Did you get the She-Hulk?
I got that one a couple weeks ago.
Well, if you notice, the face of She-Hulk and Sue Storm are like identical.
I'll have to look at that.
It's actually kind of weird looking.
Yes, I agree, John. They will be worthless.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing what his versions of all these covers would look like, just out of curiosity. I wouldn't buy a single one, but I would want to see them out of curiosity.
They wouldn't be timeless. Oh, man. Gretzky, you got anything?
Let me go grab those two things. I'll show you. Yeah, the one book I was supposed to get didn't show up to the shop. So it was the Adam Satan by Archie, the one-shot book they had. It's like a Sabrina villain.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I was supposed to get that, but I have to go to another shop pick it up.
I saw it, and I went ahead and grabbed it.
Yeah, I meant to get it. The other shop.
Well, that looks
normally.
cool.
Yeah, the guy I normally get, he didn't have it. So for some reason, either they skipped over it or the way they get shorted if they only order like one book. They get shorted sometimes. Mostly Archie stuff gets shorted and some other stuff. But let me grab that and see.
Yeah, this cover's pretty wicked.
Yeah, I like that.
He said he wasn't a huge fan of the Timeless She-Hulk, but still picked up 2 copies.
Hey, I liked it. It's just Sue Storm in green with bigger hair.
I also picked up the Doom. I want to give this a read. You know, it's been. I remember watching the movie when I was younger, and enjoying it. But definitely want to give this issue a try and read it. I know Fresh Princess was like this. As Far Sector issue number 8. My shop got in the regular cover, so
you're over halfway now to the end.
I know, but it's bi-monthly now, so it's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, they changed it to bi-monthly. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I picked up that and the 100 as well.
Some Vampy Love, issue 14. Really enjoying what Christopher Priest is writing with this series, and I had to get this cover by Hulk Lee.
Hey now.
That is just gorgeous.
It's like when it's buttoned up, she's conservative. Unbuttoned, it's fun. It's conservative fun.
Yeah. Black Magic, issue 15. Fan of Rucker and Nicola Scott. It's Spider-Man 50 points. Never a fan when Marvel does their point series, but
oh yeah. What is that point?
It says 50 point LR, so it's the last rights.
Oh yeah, I remember that was what was somebody was saying that like when they do like their point ones.
Yes, and the fact that they added it on to the legacy number, and I'm like, that's not fair.
Yeah, because the guy was telling me something about how it's like a jumping on point for people. It's like people can now jump on and they won't miss a beat.
There's like a variant cover to Savage Dragon 253, and if you know Larson, he always does these political covers, you know, when election season goes around.
Oh yeah, I saw he who was telling me that? Jared Osborne was talking about the 252. That Larson came out and said his second printing sold more than the first printing of that book.
Wow. Something is Killing the Children, number 11. Yeah.
Well, what happened to the? There we go. I still haven't even read any of that.
Yeah, that number 1's going for good God money.
Yeah.
And a 9.8 graded, yeah.
This Mars Attack Red Sonja homage cover to the Star Wars.
That's
awesome.
Yes. Awesome cover.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
This Vengeance of Vampirella, number 11. I picked this one up. My shop, my own store owner put it in my pool to see. And it's a Rick Remender book, so I'm a fan of Rick Remender.
Oh, yeah.
Scumbag.
Yeah. There used to be a guy in the community who was a big fan of his. That's all he bought was mostly his stuff. Oh, that's a good one.
Catwoman 26.
Wait, what is that in the? Oh, that's a cat. I thought that was open, like showing her skin with a cat on her lap, and I was like, "Is that scars?" Like, no, it's a cat.
And I got Dynamite 105. It's like everybody is doing these zombie-like things. You know, DC has the Seas, Marvel has Marvel Zombies, and now Dynamite got to do Dynamite.
Yeah.
IDW did a couple years ago Infestation, so.
Yeah, I wonder if Dynamite's going to stick around with all their problems.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, what you got, Gretzky?
Oh, I'll show you the 1 in 100s I got.
Oh, nice. That's Human Torch.
Yep. And then I got the Ben Grimm one.
Yeah, I need those two, at least the regular ones, just to complete the Fantastic Four.
My biggest problem with the sketches is you can tell that's in the group shot. A lot of the sketches aren't the same as the cover. Like, you can tell with this one that's part of a group shot, where the rest of Red Wing and everything is somewhere else.
Yeah.
But then you have the Black Panther one, and it's like, okay, that's just Black Panther. That's all it is. But in all the sketches, like the one you had up, you can tell it's part of the main one that connects.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, they're still awesome. I'm buying all the others, so I can't get into the sketches.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know Legend's sending his out. He bought a couple of them. He's sending those out to get graded.
Will, do you plan on getting those graded?
No, I'm gonna frame them up and have a wall of timeless variants.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Eventually, this will all be turned around, and you'll have me and a wall of variants. Just Alex Ross goodness.
There you go.
Gotta have that nice background on your wall.
Yeah.
I've never had a good background. I still don't have a good background with this. Once I get all this stuff set up, I'll have a good background.
Oh yeah.
So, what else I got? I got the Conan books. Steve says he's having internet issues. That's why he got kicked out of it. But let me show off some of these Conans. Because man, one thing about old school Conan books is they have awesome covers. And I know VV can't wait to see these. It's 122. Like I said, and a lot of these are in really good condition. You know, issue number 12, annual. This is dope cover by Ernie Chan, number 10.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that number 10 or the annual 10?
Annual 10.
Okay, did you get all the annuals?
I just showed number 12. I ain't get all the annuals, but there was like 3 or 4 of them in there. His annual number 9.
What's up, Legend?
Yeah, what's up, Legend? Number 229. A lot is going on in that cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This we had a laugh out of this yesterday. Issue 228. Conan being dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's doing those covers?
It's a variety of them. This one was
Okay.
Rob Ramos. I got a couple of John Buscema covers and Ernie Chan. Another one. Gotta love some of the old school covers. This is another Ernie Chan cover.
Oh yeah. Yeah. How many issues did that run?
275.
275.
Yeah, that was the last issue, and I got the like 272, 273, and 274 with this lot. And those last couple of issues are hard to find.
Yeah.
$253. So Perry in the chat. What's up, Perry? Got C. Woodard in here. $252. $251. All of these are like straight runs, you know. Got issue 249. I cataloged some of these in my CLZ app, so I gotta put the rest in there. This is another funny cover. Is this the end of Zula? Gotta do my boy dirty like that, man.
Yeah.
$47. Sick cover here with $246.
Oh yeah.
Red Sonja. See Wood say he sent you a message.
Ah, I need to check that.
$243. $231. And $230. Flaming cover.
Cool.
Is $239.
That's an odd looking Conan, actually.
Yeah.
It is. There's a couple of oddities in here, you know, especially when you get to the 90s. Which,
Yeah.
Like the 90s an issue number or 1990s?
The 1990s.
Oh.
Boy. Remember those days.
Yeah.
And try to forget them every night.
40.
That's what I do. I tell that to my buddy all the time. I don't care about the 90s.
Hey, the 90s was when I started getting into comics, so
That's about what I did. 1990 till 2006.
Yeah, we always rag on the 90s, but during the time, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I got out of comics around 2007 and took a 5-year break.
Yeah, I took a four-year break, got back in it, but didn't buy anything for a year, and then started buying again.
I never took a break, but I also didn't start till like 2000 or so, a little after.
What's up, Garrow? Let's just say he's here tape.
Oh, it ain't. They're real sealable bags, Legend. I don't do tape.
Yeah, I have a few of those. What are you doing?
Another Red Sonja. Free fall cover.
Huh.
Like I said, you could tell we getting into this is Conan the Adventurer.
Oh, okay. That's a different
This is
one.
the night. Yeah, this is the 197 with Red Sonja. I have this one, so that's an extra. Same with this one, 211. Then here's 272. And I was able to.
That reminds me of like Mike Grell Warlord for some reason.
73. He was talking about how Conan's legs just don't look right.
Yeah.
His face and everything, that doesn't
I
look
know.
like Conan to me.
Yeah.
I look like just a barbarian kind of guy.
And here's 274.
Yeah, that's totally different there. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he looks slim there.
But the funny thing is, all three of these covers was done by the same artist.
That's hilarious.
So he changed up on 3 covers.
Crazy.
266.
That's Conan.
Yep. Then it's back to Conan Adventurer number 8.
Ah.
Look at that reflective cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of reflections, man.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Al? Dusty Brick Brown. Conan number 7. Adventures number 7.
Oh, Bear Island.
Yo, I can't wait for that
Yeah.
last con tonight.
Oh yeah.
Do a little promo. When's it start again?
The last con, a C2E2 story, comes on that. It premieres at 9 p.m. tonight Eastern on Bear Island Comics channel. If Bear Island wants to come and promote it on the show, I'll send him a link.
Yeah. I believe a bunch of guys have the trailer up, so you can get a look at the trailer.
Is it Conan Adventure number 2?
I don't know what it is, but a blue sky just doesn't seem to be coming to me.
No. That almost looks like what was that? Gru. Almost looks like a Gru type cover.
140.
Yeah, that's a better cover.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, one Conan, another one where he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
We was talking about yesterday with some of these covers, you know, you have the artwork and then you got that Marvel advertisement of the bicycle on top.
Oh yeah. Or
Yeah.
you had what was it? Also the Toys R Us giveaway.
Toys R Us one, or
Yeah.
you know, some with the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah. It just throws off everything.
Yeah, here's the one with Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And his amazing friends.
Which you can watch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's actually a good cartoon. It's just,
Yeah. I think I've seen it. I don't even know how many times. I've seen it more than I can count.
Yeah, it's a beastly cover. See Dusty Brick Brown talking in another language.
man, you could count and have a good amount of snake or lizard worm type covers for Conan.
Oh yeah. Or just him hanging out with a skeleton.
Yeah. Skeleton's not cold though because it has a cape.
And then another thing we talked about yesterday is the females that be in the background. You know, either they damsels in distress or they're evil witches. Like,
Yeah. Both scantily clad.
yeah, there's another one. What's up, Sleepy Reader?
Sleepy's here.
Yeah,
Long time community member.
I was following him when I first got into the comic community on YouTube.
Yeah.
Great person.
I think most
one.
most of the people I follow don't even exist anymore. Half of them. Everyone I started.
Bring. What legend say? King, 3 a.m. Texas at night. And I'll continue to run through these.
You still got what, 100 something left?
This one is nice.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah, that's a nice one. What,
that reminds me of.
what are you doing?
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Uh,
201.
Oh, you're a good boy.
186.
Wow.
yeah, that reminds me of this cover.
You in the mouth of madness. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Batman. They probably took inspiration from those.
Well, now these guys probably took inspiration from yours. This was like
That's what I'm
90s.
saying. That's what I'm saying. They took inspiration from the Conan.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Nah, I brought these Conan books yesterday. I brought 143 Conan books for $100.
There you go, another woman, witchy woman in the background.
Yep. Oh, we got a sorcerer.
Here's Conan the Adventurer #1. Definitely tell it's 90s because of that foil cover with the
Oh
embossing.
yeah.
Look at his face. That'll tell you 90s too.
Yeah. And you can't press those.
Yeah, that face looks like a David Bowie and something else combination.
Oh yeah.
Now this was a weird stretch of covers for Conan. I mean, these are like before the final issues. Like here's 270. Conan's like by Crom with a look on his face. 271. Kind of laughed at this cover yesterday.
How so?
I mean, just the way Conan's laying down in that sword there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
He's like, I don't know whether to scream in pain or in joy.
Then there's Conan 269.
Oh, that's 90s.
Yeah. And this is the same guy who drew the last few issues that I saw earlier.
That's amazing how. Well, I mean, you just look at the dude that. Oh crap! I forgot his name. He did the Submariner from the 90s, but then look at his stuff now, and it's much better.
Oh, who did that?
I don't know.
It's gonna bug me. Not JR.
It's not Jay Lee. It's not. Or maybe it is Jay Lee.
Might be. I think he's had some. Yeah, there's one or two of them that their stuff in the '90s was terrible, and their stuff now is like worth getting.
Welcome, Jeff.
What's up, man?
Hey, Jeff.
What's
Long
up,
time no
guys?
see.
Long time no see, here. Where's
What?
where's DK?
They coming on at 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said they'll be on about after 3. What's
Oh,
up, Fuchsia?
show you what the vigilantes the vigilante are you okay?
It is Jay Lee, by the way.
Okay.
He did that in the 90s, and then look at him now.
Oh yeah, that one. That was-
Yeah.
Good artist, and look at the change.
Yes.
all right.
And Liefeld still looks the same.
Oh,
That's what Vigilante sent.
Yeah, these are the first appearances.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the one foil one, I've never seen it. The foil style.
So are those American or German?
German.
Awesome.
German versions of their first appearances. And then Frank Frazetta. You got me there.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Frazetta that, and then oh, and I picked up this week. Death Dealer. Issue 4.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But then I got I got Lady Fantastic's A-OK right here. It's already open. I already know what's in it, but
Well, we'll come back to you
yeah,
when you're ready to show it. But
it's big. It's
I'm gonna keep going through all these Conan books. It's 264.
nice.
That's an odd cover.
Yeah, it is.
I do like the shading of it. You know, it's like they must be in the dark.
I mean, I like it. It's just I can tell that's something different.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the 90s they try and experiment with stuff.
Oh yeah.
263.
Conan looks feminine there.
It's
262.
it's Marvel doing their changing up before they changed them up.
Yeah.
Lady Conan.
261. I don't like the hair on him there.
Oh yeah,
His arm looks too big to
he
me.
looks like what is
Yeah.
it? What is that?
It's
Doc
that- it's that-
Savage.
It's that disproportionate, arm body length and stuff.
Yeah.
It ran rampant in the 90s. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, and that hair looks like Doc Savage.
260.
Oh yeah, that's a better one.
It's like you'll get a couple of good ones, then you'll get a couple of odd ones.
Yeah.
259. And it's back to the old ones. 189.
It's another horse rearing up with us. Oh, man, those colors look cool.
Oh yeah.
And that's a Conan sky right there, red and purple and pink.
Yeah, not that blue.
Yeah.
Rangy said those were the Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman years in bodybuilding. John's got a question for Big Will.
No, John, I don't think I am. I might just wait for it to come out and get the trade of it.
190. $191.
That's a 90s skin suit Conan right there.
Yeah, rarely does he wear something like that. 192.
Now that's a good classic looking cover.
Oh yeah.
It's like by the time it got to the 200s is when, the artwork on the covers wasn't that as great as the ones was earlier.
That's awesome looking cover. Oh, wait a second. No, I think that's awesome. Yeah, okay, I see it now. I had to look at where the arms were coming from.
Yeah, you got one holding the sword and the other one in that beast's mouth. Looks like
Yeah. He just got it reared back.
yeah, he's holding the tooth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool cover.
This is 194.
Another witchy woman looking thing. Oh no, that's a dude, isn't
That's
it?
a dude, man. Got a beard and all. And this one, Conan looking all helpless and scared.
That's an unusual look.
Yeah.
That dude's diaper doesn't fit him right. Look at how it's not proportioned right. It's just hanging off. You see that?
I have this one, and it's a badass cover just because.
Oh yeah. I think the dude's hand's like way too big, but holding the sword. But yeah, that's a cool looking cover.
The one before it.
I like the dude in the background on the horse better than the Conan.
Almost
Yeah,
looks like a
that's why I like
death
it.
dealer almost.
32.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
This was an odd one. And it's probably the oddest of the Conan looks. And I remember this Conan run. This is like when he was a bit younger.
Looks like Werewolf by Night attacking him.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Sure does.
35. I have this one, and I also have this cover, 236. He's being attacked by rats.
Ooh.
237.
More snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And 238.
I like him without the helmet
Oh,
though.
that's a good one.
Whatever the last issue you showed, man, him with the helmet looks a little funny.
And, it's a
The
lot.
horn should be a little bigger. If you want, I can show off.
Sure.
Yeah, the AOK. So it's a pretty. So before they jump on, yeah. Let's see. Let's make it. Well, actually, you guys can't see it. Hold on. I'll make it a way where you guys can see the book and everything else. Yeah, there. The first couple are the first Harris run of her. I didn't have the last issue, so she gifted me this. Yeah, so she AOK'd me that. AOK'd me this. Vengeance.
Wow.
Issue 5. Oh, BV's gonna be jealous of this one.
Ah,
I like it.
Yeah. I could see if I end up meeting Arnold one day, man, I could have Arnold sign it or something.
Dude, you probably pay some money and meet him now.
I already know how much money to pay. I've already seen when he did the when Conan came back to Marvel, he had a special cover there that he signed. Like it was like a couple $100 or some shit like that. This Dragon Age or whatever it is. And then now we're getting into the Vampies. Vampy 29.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because the previous issue you seen this thing swimming up to her, but the previous issue she didn't have a bikini, and they had her like naked with her hands like this. And then nice Frazetta cover.
Wow.
Yeah, and fun fact about this, it's actually he actually did two paintings of this. It's actually for a movie poster. And then Jim Warren actually got the other one, the second one, because Jim Warren wanted a copy for himself when he saw the painting. So that's special about that. Then issue 54. It's a pretty big run. Issue 47, the one I just posted on Instagram, and the little videos I've been making of the interiors. I know you guys, a lot of people have been liking them. Dude, I've been 101 likes already on some of them.
doing a good job with those videos.
Yeah. And then this one, Arthur Pendragon, her sidekick. Pendragon is this guy here. Yep, got to put these down this way. Oop, down behind here. So I'll put it back in the box. And then, funny thing about this issue 64, it is. Sean should know this one.
Yeah, it's the last cover.
It's 113 is the copy. This is the original cover for it. This 64 is the original cover. 113 is just Harris copying them, just recopying this cover. But Sean, you'd be surprised how red this is. The red is still like as red as her suit. That's how red it is. You can see it on dude, it's still really red for how old the book is.
Nice cover too, man.
Yeah, really nice one. One of my favorites. This is another one of my favorites. Issue 65. She's an alien, man, so it does it. So it's pretty fun.
Doesn't the current Dynamite run have that retcon where she's not an alien anymore?
No, actually, Dynamite's version, she's Adam and Eve's, like Lilith's daughter. Like somehow she has to do something.
It's a convoluted mess, man.
Yeah, it's a convoluted. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like I like the Warren background for her better.
I prefer her being from Draculon.
Yeah, me too. Sean, you'll like this one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, the space alien.
Is always cool.
Yeah, because he's known for sci-fi. The guy that created her is known for creating sci-fi in general. The word sci-fi. So That's why the whole reason she's a sci-fi character. She's horror and sci-fi character cross in between. This pretty much these are the first model covers or first cosplay covers you guys would know about. These were Vampirella magazines, man. So it was like 6 of these covers like this. And then this one is Ken Kelly. It is Frank Frazetta's student, pretty much. And he's known for doing Detroit Rock City, the album cover. That's what he's known for doing. So yeah, vampies and stuff. And then how I told you guys she morphs into a bat, and you can actually see it in 73, where she actually morphs into a bat. That's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. And one of those cosplay covers I was telling you about.
I like that it's the same image. It's just that they made the eyes right than the other one.
But you know back then they didn't have computers, so they couldn't do that with a computer. So they probably had an artist paint it or something, paint it over like that. Because there was no way for them to do it with a computer. I don't think back then. It was it was well, actually, it doesn't tell me the date on here. I have to look in the book.
Yes, they fantastic hook you up.
Yeah. She found all of these at her shop, so I'm like, I need all of these. 86.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, 86 is actually, you'll be surprised. It's not Ingrid. It's not St. Julian. It's not Ken Kelly. It's a completely other Spanish artist. So that's why and then this thing is in really good shape too, like really good shape. I say at least an 8 or 9. And then the last issue of the box, it is 91. Let's see. Yep, 91.
Awesome.
Yep.
Where that puts you on your Vampirella run?
56. I got 56 issues left of that run. How many are you missing?
I'm nowhere near where you're at. So.
Well, yeah, but which one? Like I said, if I get any doubles, I always ask if you got any of them. So yeah, I'm always looking out for you for these. So
yeah, I'm hoping we meet up again.
Yeah. So I can give you at least what your pile, dude. It's actually a pile now.
Hopefully we meet up again around Black Friday weekend.
Yeah. We were gonna do it last Saturday, man, but me and Steve had to work, and I worked the night before, and I didn't feel like driving out that way, man, because you know how it is working nights and driving that far away for.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel like. Nope, just got this car. I don't feel like getting in no issues with the car. First thing.
Yeah.
No, so, but my favorite thing so far that I've gotten is these. It's the Evil Ernie stuff. It's this stuff from Vigilante. Dude, I didn't expect this at all. I didn't expect these two at all.
Wow. It's sweet to get foreign comics too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. These are unexpected for sure. I didn't expect these. I expected maybe a Red Sonja, or something. I didn't expect these at all.
That's sweet of them to hook you up with some foreign Evil Ernies.
Yeah, and I've never seen them before, so that's even better.
Yeah, when he hooked me up with that foreign first appearance of Black Panther, that was my first foreign comic.
Yep.
And then he sent me the Origin, and then that magazine-sized Avengers book. Mm-hmm. I can't understand the look it says in it, but I'm just happy to have a foreign comic.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
I found these in that collection. They're Indian.
Oh, that's cool.
Like published in New Delhi. I have no idea what they say.
Oh, Big Will might know this. I picked up something by Alex Ross, some early work from Alex Ross. It's not Terminator's book though. It's Love something or another. I don't remember exactly the title, but I know it's Love something. but you might, since you've been a bigger Alex Ross fan, I would think you might know one of his, like, they say it's one of his first works, and it's actually signed. It actually says Alex Ross on the cover.
I enjoy Alex Ross, but I don't usually go back to his earlier stuff because it's.
Now, only reason I even jumped on it was only $6. I'm like, dude, and it's early Alex Ross, and it's only $6. That's the only reason I even jumped on it, was nobody was jumping on it. I'm like, dude, it's early Alex Ross. Why is nobody jumping on this? And it's $6.
Oh yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
Get for $6.
Yeah. And then like maybe $5 shipping, $6 shipping. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But they're shipping pretty well. I found it at Torpedo Comics. Like they had it up, and they go, "Oh, this is early Alex Ross." I'm like, and I looked at it. I told him, "Hey, can I get a closer look?" And he closer looks, and it actually says, because well, when he does his new stuff, he doesn't say Alex Ross anymore. Like a lot of his stuff doesn't, like this one doesn't even tell you it's Alex. You know what I mean? It doesn't say Alex Ross. It doesn't say Ross or nothing. No signature at all. It just says in memory of Frank Frazetta. You know what I mean? So they say it's his early work. So when I get it, I'll let you guys know. I'll show you guys.
Okay.
Hey, Gretzky, what's your favorite comics that you collect? Like what type of comics you collect in terms of your collecting?
Besides stuff, some action comics, some fantastic.
You say you have a lot of action comics?
I've got 600 and something.
Yeah, so that's
Let me check here. Let me see. I think it's like 6. Let's see what the last number was. I just picked up 3 of them, but I forgot where I put them. Let me see here. Actions, 654 issues.
wow. That's almost.
That's just a little over half, though. That's what's.
Yeah, it's about half the run there.
And then everything.
Everything
I'll have
artsy
everything.
too.
Yeah, pretty much. I had everything from, if I get the ones I'm missing, I'll have most of everything from 232 to the. So just missing some variants here and there, but.
Hey, Gretzky, you're coming in choppy. You're freezing up a bit, and you're breaking up in terms of audio.
Yeah, so I passed it on. I passed on the bad the bad internet. You remember I used to be the one with bad internet.
Yeah.
That better.
Oh, Sean, I picked up first. You should know what this is. First Purgatory.
Oh
You
yeah.
just got that one?
Yeah, I just got this. First.
Nice.
Yep, first Purgatory, and it's a glow in the dark cover. That's pretty funny. And Steve
You got-
AOK'd me this.
Awesome.
I
Wow.
could get signatures and what the heck is the other stuff called? Not signature, but like a little sketch. Why can't I?
Yeah,
think of it?
remember when we was gonna meet Polito at MegaCon this year,
Yeah.
and that went to shit.
Hey, but it's not a bad thing we didn't meet Polito yet. You know why? The 4, because if these are like, I know these are first appearances of him in German, so it'd be kind of cool to get him to sign it and grade it. You know what I mean? So I'm actually kind of glad we didn't meet him yet.
Yeah, I've met him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I've met him TampaCon a couple of years back before. Yeah, he's really cool.
So, what do you guys think about the blank sketch covers?
I don't mind him.
Like, because I found some here. They're all from Valiant, and you don't usually see them from Valiant. And I'm trying to figure out if I should
No, you don't.
sell them as they are, just blank, or if I might want to try and get some artwork on them.
I mean, that's up to you. Well, I would try to get artwork on it. You can profit a little more depending on who the artist
How
is.
many of them you have?
Well, I got Divinity 2 1, Divinity 3 #1. This is a great title. Book of Death. Just the title itself is awesome.
Oh, you can. Anybody can do
Math of the
anything.
Eternal Warrior
Nice.
Yeah.
and Faith.
When was that come out?
Huh?
When did those come out?
I have no idea. I found them in this collection I bought.
I think early 2000s. Some of them are recent. Like I think the Book
Well,
of Death is like
Yeah.
Valiant came out. Valiant came back around what 2009, 2010, or something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Faith just came out. Came out like in the last couple years.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Now I know, cause I know there's solicitations, and they only got like 2 books out now. And I think one of them is Exo Man of War, and that's it.
Exo Manowar blank sketch would have been sweet.
Yeah. But I think it's
Oh, yeah.
cool. Some of these titles you just don't hear as being blank. Like, Eternal Warrior, Faith. Book of Death is my favorite.
Just think, Book of Death. You give that to an artist, and they can interpret it as anything. You
Yeah.
don't even have to be Valiant related.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So I think I might be able to get. You think I could get $5 a piece for these things?
Well,
Blank
Yeah.
as it is because they're Valiant.
yeah.
Because they're not as known as most others blank.
Yeah.
I think $5 is reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't see them that
everybody's
often.
seen these,
Yeah.
Superman, Wonder Woman.
I mean,
We know about those.
yeah, at least I would try to
Yeah.
get at least one sketch on one of them at least. And then you can either do it as a prize later or try to sell it for the artist, or it's up to you, whatever you want to do with
But
it.
then I would have to pay money for the sketch, though, Jeff.
Not all the time. I didn't pay. As long as you know the artist, or as long as you keep on coming back to the artist all 4 days. You
Yeah.
never know. Sometimes they'll get the hey, I like you, and then just get something. I did that. I went. I've seen them 4 or 5 times, something like that.
As of right now,
Yeah,
there aren't any plans on the horizon, though.
No, I know. I'm just.
Hopefully, there will be. I know Dragon Con has new dates,
Mhm.
and I know the Huntsville Convention has dates, but I don't know if
MegaCon,
it's going to be
yeah,
there.
MegaCon has a new date too.
Hero Con is coming back next around the same time that it was this
Yeah,
year.
they have dates, but
Yeah,
nothing's on there though. Just the dates. They don't have anyone listed on anything as far as I know.
Not yet anyway. Probably be the same few people that'll probably show up.
Simply Incredible will talk about Hero Con. That's his go-to con.
Yeah. I'm still deciding if I should go to it or try for MegaCon.
As much as we would
for
love you to come to
Heroes this
MegaCon, but it's up to you. No, we're not gonna try and tempt you
Yeah.
like Steve would say. Come to MegaCon, Will.
Well,
'Cause-
yes, Steve. I know how
I know.
Steve's gonna tempt Will. I already know how that's gonna happen. Steve's gonna wave A-OK in front of him to say, "Hey, if you come down, I'll give you this A-OK."
I think it's gonna take AOKs from all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't Bueller down this past year?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he was supposed to come to MegaCon. A lot of people were supposed to.
Yeah.
We had that.
trust me,
that whole,
2020, 2021, 2022, whenever con's gonna come back, this thing is gonna be. We thought it was gonna be huge for this time around, 2020. Man, I imagine since we got held off, how big the next one's gonna be for people getting the plan. You know what I mean? People get the plan at this time, and people save money.
I know because I thought I thought they were coming down.
Yeah, the comic
of-
course was coming down. Everybody was, man.
Yeah, everybody was.
Like, that's why it's going to be exciting to see that C2E2. Because I remember when those guys was posting pictures and videos of that.
Yeah.
Hey, like, oh man, they stunting on us. We can't wait for MegaCon.
Yeah.
I know my dad had to see my family, so
Yeah.
I just can't get over looking at these.
I know how you feel, Jeff. Sometimes I get stuff in, I just have to keep looking at
No,
it.
especially this one. Like there's parts that are like velvet and like embossed too. Like even Ernie and stuff. Like it's like cutouts. Like his hands and his face is like little cutouts.
You talking about embossed?
Yeah, no,
Embossed?
it's not just embossed. It looks
Or
like
die cut?
it looks like there. No, it
Yeah,
looks like
that's what
almost
that is.
die cut in a little cloth. Like the face, it looks a little cloth like. If you look at it real close. Yeah, I don't know if it comes out on the. Yeah, because I didn't even know that until I picked it up from Steve. I looked at it. It looks like right in the face right here. It's embossed on top of like it's like a cloth type material. Yeah.
He already saying I should get you more evil Ernies.
I wouldn't mind more. I wouldn't mind some foreign ones. They're cool. I just,
Hey Grinsky, what's your video game collection is like? It's like you got a lot of Nintendos and Ataris, Genesis.
Actually, I started with the Master System, Sega Master.
Oh, the
System
Sega Master
was the first
System.
thing I ever got. Yeah.
I used to play that at my aunt's house all the time. You know, I remember that's where I played Moonwalker, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker video game.
Oh yeah.
Played a lot of games off of that.
Yeah. First, then the Genesis probably that was '88, and then the Genesis probably around '92. Promo. Somehow they had a promo where if you sent off, you got Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for free.
Yeah, I
So
remember
it came
that.
with Sonic 1 and then free with it. So I got that. And I almost beat Sonic 2. I got to the point where I got bored of playing it. So I was like, forget it. Played it
Damn,
so
so you ain't
much.
complete the Super Sonic?
Nah, I didn't complete Sonic, but I completed the Master System. My neighbor's brother completed the Hang On modem. He completed that, and then I ended up beating King's Quest, which is my most expensive game out of
That
that,
was Metro?
and then basically, yeah, then moved into like Nintendo. That kind of stuff. My cousins had that, and we'd play them over their house and stuff.
Yeah, them old Nintendo games are super expensive. Especially they still in the box.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
You got
That's what my
Derby,
buddy
though?
keeps telling me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, she got all those
she's
games
got a ton.
in the graded games.
I can't even imagine that. Of course, I guess someone that doesn't know comics can't imagine me having a graded comic either. But I mean, I've never got into it. I mean, I enjoy video games, play them. I'm good at a few of them, but I just never got into it. Don't even own a system now.
Yeah,
But that's just weird to me. Graded games. I don't get it. But hey, more power to you.
yeah. I think there was cool. Was it Atari games in the box were going for a ton of Heritage.
Yeah. So is there a
Crazy,
gaming system that you haven't owned?
There's probably a bunch. Some of the earlier stuff. The
Well,
I have a
Atari
60.
now.
Yeah, Atari, the Intellivision. I haven't had any of those. The probably like the Commodore. Haven't had any stuff like that. Early stuff like that kind of stuff. The TurboGrafx couldn't see myself when that came out. I couldn't see myself getting into that. My neighbor had the Atari Lynx system and the Jaguar, and I couldn't even get into that. I played it at his house. I was like, oh, this thing's terrible. And he ended up taking it back. I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, that Jaguar was not
Jaguar. Yeah, he hated it. So I was like, oh, good thing I didn't do it. And that,
Remember the
yeah,
3DO?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I think my buddies got one of those and that. But yeah, I got the Dream. I think the Dreamcast is probably because I sold off the PlayStation 2 I had. I had that, sold that off.
Man, the Dreamcast was such a great system. It was a shame that
Oh
was
yeah,
so short, man. If Sega didn't mess
yeah.
up
Only last.
previously with the 32X
Yeah.
and the Nomad and the whole Saturn botch launch and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Dreamcast would have had a better lifespan.
Oh yeah, yeah. Saturn just was a failure, and they took it right into Dreamcast and ruined it.
Yeah, because the funny thing about Saturn was the Saturn was still popular in Japan by the time when they started Dreamcast. Like Saturn was still going strong in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's what my buddy had. My buddy had a Saturn, and he had a few games, and we used to play them all the time. There was a Need for Speed game that he had on there. We played Madden Football was on there. We had Virtual Fighter was on there. One or two other games he had, and we'd play those things to death on the Saturn. And I liked it, but it just never really took off enough for me to really want to buy it.
I felt like if you had the imported Saturn with those imported Japanese games, it probably would have been awesome, because I remember a friend had the imported games and we played the Japanese games along with the Capcom games, you know, where it was much more better on that imported Saturn. And they had the Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh yeah, because I wish I would have been able to get, but I wanted Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for Dreamcast. And one of my friends had them, and I never got them, and I was like, man, wish I would have got them. So now they're like expensive.
Super expensive. It's like new game price plus more.
Oh yeah, I noticed that that some of the newer games for like the PS5 and the new Xbox, some of those games are like $70-something.
Yeah, they talking about.
Like, who's gonna pay $70 for? Who's gonna pay that? You know, $70 to $100 for a game. I'm like, I ain't paying that for a basketball game. $70.
People are already paying over $100 for the basketball game because they buy the video game itself for like $60, and then all the extra perks bring it up to like $120-something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what in the heck, you know? But then it's like people nowadays buying a modern variant comic for $100-something when they could buy something probably be worth double that in the golden age, you know?
Yeah, it makes no sense to spend so much money on a modern comic when you could use that money for a book in the Bronze or Silver Age.
Oh yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell people. I'm like, you look at like its first appearance. I ended up having that book, bought it for $17, and then ended up $70 later, and then it dropped down to $20 before it actually went back up again.
What's up, Daryl?
Hey,
what's up, everybody?
What? How you doing, Jeff?
Doing all right.
Jeff, what is this?
It's a comic book.
It's what Daryl said. It's a comic book. Oh,
that's chaos.
Oh no, yeah, it's chaos. It's Perlito's version. No, it's Perlito's version of what the hell is it? X-Force or something like that. Similar.
Okay, I was wondering because I tried selling this whole set 1 through 4 for $5 and no one took it up. It's Greg Capullo on the cover.
Well, yeah, but my thing is, why didn't just Capullo should have sold it?
There.
Yeah, and then the number 2 looks even cooler to me.
Yeah, it's Perolo's version of like X-Force. It's like Suicide Squad. Yeah, his version of Suicide Squad and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, she got that big 80s hair covering the whole face.
Yeah.
You forget. Look.
Yeah, but why did he name after the band?
But look, because he loves bands too, man. He's a big hard rock.
Yeah.
But look at Lady Death. Same thing, big hair. He likes them with big hair.
Oh yeah.
He likes all his characters
Oh
with
yeah.
big hair. That's all. He likes hard rock bands, man. It's
Yeah,
like
but I couldn't get it sold, so I was wondering if there was anything else I needed to know about it.
It's funny that you said it was like his play on X-Force and all that.
yeah.
Because everybody was like trying to copy
Because
the X-Force and the
I-
Liefeld style.
Yeah, I remember it was
yeah.
because if you look at some the Lady Death cards, I think I gave you, or I have the Lady Death cards here. They have a
Yeah, I
couple
have
of those characters. Yeah, I have a couple of those. You should have a couple of those characters in there because it's like a strike force it's complicated, man. It's like a strike force for like Lady Death's like enemies and stuff like that. Like this corporation
Lady Death's lynch mob.
well, it's not Lady Death's. It's the corporation that's hunting her. Created a team, something like that. Something like that. It's not convoluted. It's just I don't remember exactly. You know what I mean? I got shit ton of information in my head. It's a lot of.
Oh yeah.
So I'm assuming they were in Lady Death's issues
Yeah.
trying
They
to
were
hunt her
like-
down. Because I do remember some issues that I read that they were background characters trying
Right.
to go after her.
Yep.
I can't
Well,
remember the name of the series though.
Have you read any of her new stuff, Sean?
I read the two issues that I brought, with that Art Germ did one of the covers. I read
Right.
those two issues.
What
No,
you
I
think
haven't
so
read
far?
anything. It's been pretty good. Like I said, she's back to more of her older chaos style
But
character than she was when she was with
yeah,
Avatar.
but trust me, if you're reading the newer run, at least I like the way he's doing it, where he goes, it's this chapter, and it's telling you what part of the story it's in. You know what I mean? I like the
Yeah.
very top of it. It says tell you chapter 1 of of this run, or chapter whatever of chapter 14 of this this thing, or
Yeah. So Daryl, how's it going, man? You just celebrated 6 years on YouTube yesterday.
Big, long
Damn.
years.
it's only been I've been on here a long time, but the first time making videos was last year, so it's only been 2 years or a year, something like that.
Yeah, and I was talking with Gretzky backstage about the whole YouTube and how it started when I first jumped in, watching people like Ghost Critic and Sleepy Reader and stuff, and then now you go into today where you got us, you got John's Comments with Kids, and a whole bunch of things. So if you can be on for 6 years, makes me wonder how long we'll continue to do this.
For me, as long as it's fun, that's how long I'll be doing it.
Yeah.
When it's no longer fun, I'll be.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey
so
guys,
we have Delphia and Kachoong in the house. Our second guest. How are you two doing?
oh we're great. We're super busy, so sorry we're late. I had to work
that's all right.
today. Most Saturdays I work, so usually a half a day, but you never know how long it goes. And I kept Stay Puff informed, and we made sure we got on. So appreciate the invite.
No problem, man. I've always wanted to have you two on as guests. It's y'all an amazing part of the community with comics and cosplay. Your cosplays are amazing. And I know that y'all are missing these cons right now with the whole 2020 situation.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a weird year without having the con crunch. It was a little bit nice. We wound up spending a little bit of time working on the house as opposed to our cosplays. But it was definitely weird not having all of our pieces of costumes all over the house.
Right. Yeah, generally Labor Day weekend, start of September-ish, is the Dragon Con in town here. And we're usually building costumes all through July and August. So those 2 months we kind of got back rather than making stuff.
Nice. And how long y'all been cosplaying?
Really, I think 2016 was our first con. We've only really done Dragon Con. We've never really traveled to other cons. We'd like to, but because it's here in town in Atlanta, it's pretty easy to get there, and we just go every year. And usually, once Dragon Con's over, about a month later, they release tickets for sale cheap for the next year. So we jump on that. Weirdly enough, last year we didn't for some reason. It was a tough year for us anyway. And then everything just went to crap, and we hadn't tickets anyway, so we didn't really lose out there.
Oh, so you didn't get your badge or anything because you didn't get a ticket?
Right.
They went ahead and sent out everyone's badges.
Oh, seriously?
For Dragon Con with the dates, and everyone also got a special gift as well.
Oh, the mask. I've been seeing that all over social media.
Yeah. They
Did you
sent everyone their badge.
money back? Well, what was the deal with that?
No, I didn't do anything. I just transferred it for the next year, so I'm paid for 2021.
Cool.
And since some people collect the badges, they sent everyone their badge and also gave everyone a mask as a gift.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I wish San Diego had done that.
Those freaking badges, man. I lost one of my badges last year. It was like the first day that we went to the con, and we showed up in the Marriott, and I don't know, it wasn't on securely enough. And so we were basically trapped in the Marriott because we couldn't go into any other hotels without my badge. And I wound up buying another badge an hour before the little area closed down to sell them. And then some guy messaged me on Facebook and said he had my badge, but it was like 3 hours later. So I wound up having 2 badges last year.
Yeah, that's why I'm always iffy with these little clasps that are on them. That's why I went out and bought some at a lanyard that's used for fishing. That way, it's much stronger connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I also reinforced it on the badge, so that's when I go. That's what I do to make sure it stays on.
Yeah, that's smart. I was telling Kachoong, I'm like, they should really have something that's digital so that you could just like have it on your phone and just scan it when you go from hotel to hotel.
Yeah, or something that you put in your pocket that gives off a signal, and it's just beep, okay, they're good as you walk by.
Right,
Yeah.
because sometimes in those costumes, it's really hard to find somewhere to attach that badge.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, even without a costume, a buddy of mine was carrying his child, who was like 1.5 years old, and dude's like, "I need to see your badge. Where's your badge?" And he's like, "Dude, he just has this kid in his hand that had to finagle the badge out so we could see it."
Right, yeah, exactly. So you never know. Hopefully, I mean, are you going to go next year, Will?
Well, yeah, that's paid for.
He's like, I mean, I think honestly, I'm still a little bit on the fence about next year, just because, I mean, as far as like the pandemic goes, it's still going on, you know? And
Well, I mean, it's a whole year from now, so if something happens between now and then, well, I might change my mind. But as of right now, I'm being optimistic that we'll have something to take care of it. We'll
Right.
be good to go. What in the world? And
He's cosplaying.
and it'll be okay. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it'd be great to go next year, but
It's one of the biggest cons in the country. So you're shoulder to shoulder to people normally, and it's going to be tough to not spread anything. People usually get sick anyway.
the con crud.
Yeah, so talk about Dragon Con, because I know every time I see videos and pictures of Dragon Con, it is wild and crazy with there, in terms of the cosplayers and the community and stuff like that.
It is wild and crazy. There's like, I would say from like 8 o'clock until maybe, I would say like 6. You know what I mean? It's like kid friendly.
Oh,
Like
you
you
mean in
could,
the day, right?
yeah, you could take like, there's a lot of families and little kids and people looking for superheroes. Like we saw one little girl that was just like finding all the Harlequins and getting pictures with all of them, which was really cool.
And there was plenty of those.
And Spider-Man, like whatever their favorite character is. So I think that's great. There's a lot of workshops. There's like fighting robots and leather working crafts. There's a lot of movie stars that come through and do panels, and like TV show stars. There's also the Hollywood Walk of Fame that you can go down and pay to get a picture with them. We've actually never done that.
No.
Just because there's so much other stuff going on. And honestly, you see celebrities anyway, like in the wild at Dragon Con. I mean, last year we got that picture with our, the Lantern Corps with, who was that got in that picture?
Oh, Perez.
Right. So
he's walking around. He loves Dragon Con.
he came up to us and was like, "Can I get a picture?" Because we were all in Lantern Corps. So that's what's going on. Really, I would say up until like 6. And obviously, the Dragon Con shop's like a big thing, and people want to get the dragons that they're selling there like quickly.
T-shirts.
They go quickly, and T-shirts. And then after that, it's basically like a full-on party. There's parties everywhere, and the parties are set by Dragon Con. They have like certain rooms that are, you know, different types of music or different themes for DC, Marvel,
80s
anime, like
Lord of the Rings parties.
I mean, people come dressed as like Prince. So
I've seen that.
they come dressed as anything and everything, you know,
and
like
so like a regular con, you're in like a convention hall or something. It's usually one location, but Dragon Con's 5 hotels and the America's Mart, so it's, you know, multiple convention halls. So you're traveling between them, and they have multiple parties at the same time, generally every night, and it's 4 or 5 nights and 4 or 5 days.
yeah. And it's just, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's a little bit like Vegas in the sense that you lose track of time. I feel like every night when we go to Dragon Con, it's like 2 in the morning and we're still wide awake. And we're just like, we have no sense of time until we get home and crash, you know?
And you look over the balcony, and you're in the Hilton Hotel, you look down into the foyer, and there's maybe 300 people dancing around with
Music.
20 inflatable T-Rexes, and they're all dancing to a DJ, and it's 2 in the morning, and it's only like Friday night, and you still have multiple days to go.
Wow.
And we've met some good friends at Dragon Con too, like people that we have like met at Dragon Con that we've cosplayed with and that we keep up with throughout the year, which is also really cool.
Yeah.
But you miss me though.
I know.
You are such night owls, and I'm not. That we just couldn't mesh.
Well, it's because we were so tired from the day before, and then we like went later, you know, because we had to get in full garb. But this year, when you come, if you come, we'll definitely have to make sure that we sync up this year.
Yeah.
But they're right. It's unlike other conventions. When it starts at like 10 o'clock on Thursday, it doesn't end until Monday night. So, there's something going on. I mean, it's nonstop.
Because I mean, most of the people from, not all, but most of the people from the con are staying in all of those hotels. So it's literally just a full-on party, you know, from, like he said, morning till morning till morning. Like, it's nuts.
And people will go up to their rooms and do costume change, and they'll maybe wear 3 or 4 different cosplays in one day.
Or take a nap.
Or take a nap.
Yeah. And it's one of the last places you'll get to see George Perez, because in his retirement note, he mentioned there's only 2 conventions that because of his love go to. Fetish Con, which is just weird, and then Dragon.
One thing about Fetish Con, he will not sign nothing at Fetish Con. Don't ask him to sign anything.
I'm giving you anything at Fetish Con, but Dragon Con, you're
you're all good.
I think was it last year? Last year, the year before. I'm getting a little mixed up, but that Stan Lee was there for the last year.
It would have
Year before, because he passed away.
yeah.
And that was crazy because we were thinking about we were like maybe that'll be like the one person that we go see. You know what I mean? But the line was so crazy. It was like wrapped around
The building.
like the building and not moving for hours. And we were just like, you know what? Like, we'll miss the entire con just waiting to see Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's when it helps to be a morning person. I was like,
Man, Dragon Con it seems like when it comes to Dragon Con, if you stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, you're gonna attend the con like like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, just so you could just live through the night again.
Unlike most conventions, and Delphia can back me up on this, it's not a Comic-Con. It's a comic book, anime, movies, television, cosplay, actual science fiction.
Pop culture con. That's what it is.
Narrative, book literature. It's all that convention.
It's amazing. And I will say, like, some of the costumes that we see there are cinematic quality, just
Sometimes
unreal.
better. I think better.
Sometimes better than cinematic quality. Like, just unreal, the talent that you see with some of the people that come to the cons. Like, we just love, honestly, finding a good spot in the Hyatt. That's where we like to go. The lighting is really good in the Hyatt. There's usually not as many people, and just people watch for a while and just see all the amazing costumes coming through.
There's a restaurant in the foyer of the Hyatt, which is our favorite spot to have dinner. And we allocate money to that. We know it's going to be a bit more than normal, but rather than go away from the con and get food, we just eat there and we watch people go by and watch people get pictures and cosplay. And, people will come to cosplay in such huge costumes that they'll have at least one handler, and they'll have a costume that's so big that they need to assemble it inside the building they're in.
That's true.
Because they just can't get through the door with it.
Mm-hmm.
And, after cosplaying for a while and knowing what goes through building something, you get kind of a respect for, the work that goes into it, and, how fragile sometimes it is and how frustrating it is to move through people. And, some people say that it's, I'm trying to get through the con and I can't because the cosplayers are in the way. And they're trying hard to stay away from people as well to really get out of the way so they don't damage the costumes. But yeah, a lot of work goes into those.
Yeah, I had to abandon my wings last year from my Belize costume. Like, we had it in the original shoot because they do a lot of photo shoots for certain groups of people, like the professional photo shoots, and Dragon Con puts that on and they'll release them to people, which is pretty cool. You can also get like photography done there that you pay for. We did that one year, and honestly, we weren't impressed. Like, it was expensive, and the guy that does it, he has the same background for every character, no matter what you are. And he also was giving way too much direction, like forcing you to do certain poses, even if it was like uncomfortable in the costume you were in. So you almost looked uncomfortable. But
there's a lot of photographers too that go around and they pay, they get people to pay for their services. And a lot of them are pretty good too. They're kind of just, what's the word? They're just contracting themselves out to cosplayers, and they use social media to get their awareness out there, and people will book them and they'll be booked for the entire weekend. You just find them. They usually set up together, all the photographers in different areas, and get your photo taken. But they'll have a big DC shoot, and people will wait around on the Sunday night, all the DC characters together, and there'll be hundreds, literally, in one big photo. And they'll just keep taking photos and movies and, all sorts of stuff. And there'll be celebrities there, people that are on the films for the Marvel shoots and DC shoots. So it's pretty cool.
Is most of those DC Marvel shoots are like by that long set of stairs? Because I've seen a lot of photos of that from that Dragon Con.
yes.
Yeah. Hilton?
Yep.
Hilton.
Yeah, from the Hilton. I will say the one thing about like the more cons you do, and we've thought about going to other cons, especially Heroes Con, just because it's pretty close. And we thought for
Yeah, come to Heroes. I'm there every year.
There we go. And we've heard it's a great comic convention as well. Like, there's a lot more artists there. We thought Mark Brooks was going to last year's, and it fell on our birthday weekend because our birthday is actually only 4 days apart.
Yeah.
But then Mark Brooks wasn't going, and life happened. So that's why it's kind of tough, because we have to like pack up. We have the dogs and all that. But regardless, the more cons you do, the more costumes you have. It's just like comics, and it's like, where do I put this stuff? Like, like, because the stuff is pretty massive. I mean, like, my Harlequin hammer is bigger than me. You know, in my Bleeze wings are bigger than me. I mean, so it's like eventually it's like, where do you put all of this stuff? I mean, we've thought about potentially selling some of our older cosplays, but I feel like I have like, it's almost like the comics. Like I feel like I have an emotional attachment to every costume that I spent hours, weeks, months, you know, like painstakingly, you know, figuring out how it was going to work, and then also like actually making it happen. So hoarders.
Yeah. 40 mannequins or something like that.
And that's the thing, you know, that's what I love about cosplayers, is that they put in a lot of work creating these costumes, and some of them are just fantastic. Like you said, they either has a cinematic approach or beyond, and you know, you can't help but take photos of the cosplayer and stuff, because their costumes, the builds of their costumes, just so, you know, unique and looks great. You know, that, you know, I've seen so many cosplayers varying from, you know, average cosplayer to just spectacular cosplay, and you know, I love it all. You know, that's the joy of going to conventions, is, you know, seeing the creators, seeing the artists, seeing the cosplays, and meeting people in the community and just having fun.
I agree. And I also think that, you know, obviously Kachoong has quite a bit of comic knowledge, which has been really helpful when we're doing a lot of these cosplays. You know, last year we got assigned colors for the Lantern Corps. And when we were asked to be part of that group, I had already decided I wanted to be Bleeze.
Oh boy.
And I was like, I want to be Bleeze. I was like, I knew it was going to be a hard costume, and it really was.
She loves wings.
And I do love wings. But I also really liked her story. You know, like I liked the fact that, you know, she had her wings stripped from her and she was kind of villainized, you know, but in all reality, you know, she's kind of like an anti-hero. You know what I mean? Like she's bad, but it's not really her choice. You know what I mean? Like she was kind of forced into being bad. And I feel like that really, I mean, I can relate to that. I don't think I'm bad, but I think that, you know, sometimes you can be tested in life, you know, and you can certainly choose a different path. You know what I mean? But I think that, you know, a lot of people can stray from that, but I think that almost everyone still has some good in them. So I do like playing villains a lot. It's fun. And
because a lot of time the villains think they're heroes anyway, right? I think they're doing something good.
That's a very good point. We were watching Utopia last night, and the baddie thought he was doing good. It was a lot like Thanos, like him wanting to, like, well, I shouldn't really. Sorry, spoiler alert. There it is. If you can connect all the dots, spoiler alert. But the good thing was, you know, Kachoong told me that one time we had done some research that she had been aligned with love, right?
Well, Bleeze, Star Sapphire tried to convert her to be a Star Sapphire, and it didn't quite work out. She even trapped her inside that love bubble or whatever it was, and but so we kind of ran with that and thought, you know, what if that story went that way and she ended up being a Star Sapphire? So because Delphia was allocated the Star Sapphire, we decided to just stay with Bleeze and just change her color.
Yep. And that's what we did.
And that's the creative process of doing. You can blend characters together and just take it to another level.
And there are a lot of people that do that. The, you know, either the gender benders or the, what do they call it?
Mashups.
The mashups, which are really cool. And sometimes they do an amazing job, like Harlequin and Joker, and, you know, just pulling different elements from two either very different, or sometimes they'll do like half and half, you know, which is pretty cool too.
Very common is a Mandalorian armor, or like Boba Fett or Stormtroopers, and they'll do a spin on that from a different fandom altogether. So, you know, you have like a red Stormtrooper, or just they have like a carpet, the Marriott carpet, the old one that was taken out of the hotel a few years ago, but people loved it so much that they ended up taking the pattern and putting it on costumes. And so there's
That's awesome.
hundreds and hundreds of different costumes over the years since they took the carpet away of this pattern on people's costumes. And there was a stormtrooper with that pattern on there.
That is cool.
Yeah. And I remember seeing at MegaCon once a mashup between Harley Quinn and RoboCop with Robo Harley.
Oh,
Yes. I was like, what is this? He had the visor on that looked like the RoboCop, and it's in like Harley Quinn colors, but it's Robo Harley.
I wonder if that Stay Puft, there's this group that comes to Dragon Con every year, and I'm sure they go to other cons. And they drive up, and Big Will, you may know more about it than we do, but they drive up in a white van, and they basically like piece together this like robot version of different characters. And they had a Harley Quinn
And the
one
Joker.
last year.
They have big TV screens on their chests.
Is that what you're talking about?
I only saw the Robo Harley, but if that's the case, if because she was with other people, but
It was amazing.
yeah,
Basically like a robot, but it's a version of Harlequin, and they do that every year. They do a different character every year it's the most amazing form of advertisement because they're basically coming there to try to get commissions. But I'm sure that those costumes cost a small fortune because the entire outfit is completely like robotic, basically.
yeah. And it's just that creativity that people put into these cosplays that makes it even better than when I first started going to cons and they were just cosplaying superheroes and stuff. Now they just evolved it, and that's the thing about cosplaying is that they just take things and evolve it. Mashups, gender bends, and just adding different twists to a certain character. I love that part of cosplaying, and that's the thing I enjoy when I go to these cons is just seeing all the cosplays.
Yeah, well, people will literally take a version of a character they love from a certain period in time in the comics, and try and recreate that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, because the first year we decided we didn't really quite know what we were going to do, and we came up with a few characters, and Delphia was a Harley Quinn, but she didn't want to be the suicide Harley Quinn that everyone wanted to be, and ended up there was like at least 100 of them.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
So we decided to just do a spin on Harley Quinn and gave her some armor, and I decided my first prop was making her hammer, and that turned out pretty good. And yeah, I mean, you kind of just do twists on stuff if you need to. No one cares.
Or if you want to. I mean, I just didn't want to, be the same as 500 other people at the con,
Mm-hmm.
My
But we
favorite is
also-
old school onesie.
What'd you say?
My favorite is old school onesie Harley.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, there's some of those
That's my
too.
original. I love that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When the Suicide Squad movie came out around that time, every woman was a Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was when Delphia was a Poison Ivy, we met two girls that were Harley Quinn and Catwoman,
Yeah.
and they got great photos together, the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
You just meet complete strangers, but you like kind of form groups to make pictures, and then so many people start coming around and wanting to take your photo because you're in that group already,
Right.
and it kind of builds from there. You end up staying for half an hour, an hour as the group builds, and that's kind of how we didn't really meet these people that we did the Lantern Corps with, but. And in retrospect, when we looked at the pictures of this growing group of people, cosplayers that were all getting together for a big, huge photo, we saw that they were in that group the year before. And we thought that was kind of mind-blowing that they were there, they were in the same photos we were in, but we didn't actually know them until the next year.
Wow.
It's cool. I'm looking at some of the photos from that. They look amazing.
Oh, the Lantern Corps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was so cool.
It is amazing. The group photo is phenomenal.
One of the guys in our group he's really good at the lighting and electronics, so he made all of our emblems.
Yeah.
Which was
That's
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, they 3D printed them and put LEDs and stuff in them and hooked them up to batteries. it was kind of like a mini computer in each one. And they had a little program inside them that helped them light up, and they made the colors pretty much perfect. And then we just had to make sure that we could mount them in our costume. So, you know, both Delphia and I was Larpley's and she was Lee's. So we kind of incorporated the armor, and I cut out a circle that was the right size that we could put in the emblem that our friend made. And it worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. That's amazing.
Something that we haven't really talked about that happens at the con, and is and I think we found this out the second year we went, was in the bottom of the America's Mart. There's just a bunch of gamers down there. Like everyone playing anything from Dungeons and Dragons to Cards Against Humanity. It's just like hundreds of people with hundreds of tables, and you can go join whatever game you possibly would want to join. And there's people down there that never cosplay, and there's people that come down there in full cosplay or partial cosplay. Like, I mean, I think that's the best thing about the cons, is that you just go and be whoever you want to be.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to be yourself. Well, you can be yourself.
Be yourself. Yeah, I think just be yourself, which is that's the beauty of it.
Well, hopefully one day, you know, I'll make it up to Dragon Con, you know, if I can, because that's always a con that's been on my list of cons that I want to go to whenever I travel outside of Florida. You know, there's Dragon Con, there's Heroes Con. I do want to go back to NYC and go to the New York Comic Con, you know, because it's been forever since I've been at the Jacobs and Javits Center.
Just let me know, Sean. I'm down to go with you. Just let me know.
Send me a message.
If you ever got a hankering for Dragon Con, buy your ticket now. That way you can save on the money.
Yeah, it does. It gets yeah, it goes up.
And it's 5 nights worth, 5 days and nights worth, one ticket.
That's awesome.
And well, with Dragon Con, are there many comic-related celebrities there, like artists?
Yeah, there's a lot of different artists and writers. As far as comic dealers, you could probably count them on 2 hands. You know, there's not that many, but you still find plenty of books, plenty of deals. But there's a ton of artists there and a lot of writers. Like there's novel writers. There's, you know, what do you call it? Screenplay writers. There's comic writers. A lot of different writers are there, and artists, from people that do those paintings for like the dragon calendars and whatnot, to people that were on, you know, Harley Quinn and Justice League. I mean, it's a lot of artists and writers there. They have the whole floor dedicated to them at the America's Mart.
Oh yeah, every year I get a Christmas ornament. I like to collect Christmas ornaments. And so I got this really cool dragon print from this amazing artist there last year. She had a bunch of prints, and she did originals as well. And I can't remember, her husband was Australian, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, when Australians find each other, they're like, so he found Dave. And he held on to him for a little bit. But she was she was an amazing artist. And I feel like that's something else you can find a lot of at Dragon Con, are really, really, really talented artists.
And artisans. There's a lot of artisans there that make different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's true.
You got that dragon.
Yep, I did. I got the dragon. It's pretty cool.
And we go Sundays usually to do that kind of thing. We allocate Sunday as a casual cosplay, so like Spider-Man suit or something that's pretty comfortable.
Right.
And then we'll go to the vendors and do a lot more traveling around the con because we have comfortable clothes.
Do you guys walk everywhere, or do you use the bus? Because I don't have a costume that I don't cosplay, so I don't have to worry about anything being too big. So I have discovered the bus system they have. It is amazing. Ride the bus.
We used the bus one year. We went to the Georgia Aquarium party. They had we got tickets to that, and That was nuts. It was extremely packed. I think they were definitely like very close to their fire marshal limit. And we took the bus there, and it wasn't even that far, but it took us about an hour to get there just because the bus kept stopping for people crossing the street.
Yeah, but you were sitting down though.
Oh,
so
yeah, we
were comfortable. I think I was at the aquarium at the same time you were, but we never ran into each other.
Yeah, it was 2017. On the
Michael Rosenbaum was one of the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. Wow.
We found some children that we were like, these are children of the corn. They were like, their dad and the two kids like found us somehow in this group. I was Killer Frost that year.
And I was Black Manta.
And they kept like talking to us about how we made the props, and Dave would say something, and this little boy, or I would say something, and the little boy was like 7, and he would correct us. He was 7 in body, but like 40 in brain. And they were just like,
they were creepy little kids.
They were creepy little kids. And they like didn't leave us alone for like an hour. And we were just like, I guess this is our life at the Georgia Aquarium.
They were pretty knowledgeable. It was pretty crazy.
But before the party, you do get a tour of the aquarium, and that's actually pretty nice. It's one of only, I think, 2 or 3 aquariums in the world that has whale sharks.
Oh yeah, Dave's friend from Australia actually does research with the whale sharks there.
He's the top dude for whale sharks.
He actually helped build the filtration system on that big tank and got some big award for it. So we've actually been up there where they feed the whale sharks.
We had a secret tour.
We got a secret tour. It wasn't during Dragon Con, but during normal times. We've also fed the dolphins there at the aquarium as well. So it wasn't worth the money. I mean, I shouldn't say that, right? But I love dolphins, but you get like maybe 2 minutes of interaction per person, if that. But we do want to do the dive in the aquarium there. Everyone that even dives like out in the ocean says that it's totally worth it just because of the level of interaction you get with all of the like sea critters inside of that big window.
But the add-on to your Dragon Con ticket to get to go to the aquarium, that is worth it though.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like to get to go to the aquarium, you have to add on like the $40 or whatever to the Dragon Con ticket. You have to have a ticket for the aquarium.
Oh, I thought we paid for that separately, didn't we?
I don't know if I paid it with the ticket. Maybe I did.
Potentially.
It's separate, but it's when you buy it, you buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we did it, no matter what. Like, it was an interesting experience, and they had a big costume contest there, which was also pretty amazing. I think the prize was like $1,500. But then I told Dave, I was like, honestly, the people that are going to win this have probably spent $1,500 on their costume. So easy.
And 4 months.
In 4 months.
So with that in mind, all your cosplay talk and Dragon Con, which is amazing, the after party, which is wild and crazy. That you're also part of this comic community on YouTube. You've received some fantastic AOKs. You've had great guests on your shows. Tell us about your experience on YouTube, hanging out with amazing people.
Well, I mean, we started by really just watching tons of channels and interacting with people in the chat. Mm-hmm. And I just come back from Australia with my comic collection, and that got me started collecting again. And Delphia jumped on board, and we kind of went a bit nuts. But we got involved with the community, and then after a while, it was maybe 3 or 4 months, and we thought, what's the best way to give back than to actually start making our own content, or at least doing a few shows and maybe jumping on other people's shows, which has happened probably more than we've created our own at this stage. But that was kind of our way of thinking, to be involved more, was to create the channel and we thought our spin would be the cosplay side, and it kind of ran from there. But
yeah, I mean, I think also, honestly, I'm sure a lot of you feel this way, but we feel like everyone, on this panel, everyone in the comic book community is really, really our family. I mean, we spend so much time with you guys, even if you don't know we're spending it with you. Like, everyone has definitely been on our TV multiple times. I mean, that's what we watch now. Like,
yeah, it's like another channel,
we catch up on the news, so we're informed. Sometimes we watch a Netflix or Prime movie sometimes, but usually our TV has YouTubers on it, and it's all the comic community. We have really strong relationships with people outside of the shows, and I mean, Kachoong is part of the symbiote group, and they're all like a bunch of little boys that are besties, and a lot of them are my friends as well, and just by, they know me through him, and then they know me because we have our own relationship. So I can't imagine my life at this point without this community in it. And, my job is very stressful. This past year we had, some personal challenges that came up. We would have loved to have created more content consistently. That was certainly our plan. But we had to put life first.
Yeah.
But we will get there, but our main focus right now has just been to stay connected and to be supportive of everyone in the community, because we really love each and every one of you guys, and it's a community full of like-minded people that we really enjoy spending time with.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. I mean, during the week I don't do much videos and stuff because I work, and work is stressful sometimes, and when I come home I crash, and by the time I wake up, it's like 5-6 o'clock, and YouTube shows are coming on, so I'll tend to watch those guys. Whether it's sometimes I'll catch Big Will's show. He's doing his auction. I see what he's selling and others are selling. I watch the New York Warriors, or anybody that comes on. I get that notification bell. Bam! I try and watch as many as I can. And, sometimes
more than we see Stay Puft.
Yeah,
you're everywhere.
Well, everywhere on the weekends, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, I just say I have a physical job. She has a real mental job, and we spend a lot of time doing that stuff. But in the evenings I can sometimes pass out on the couch. But YouTube will still be playing, and she'll be working on her computer, and I'll wake up and Mr. Garrel might be on at 11 at night on a Monday.
Or Big Lion Cat's auction.
Or Big Lion Cat, or JB might be on, or Perry at 3 in the morning playing video games.
Or Stay Puft talking about his maps.
Right.
I haven't done a video talking about that yet.
Yes, you did.
That was on Life with Two YouTubers.
I know, but that was still you. That was great. I love seeing a different side of you.
Thank you. That was something that started when I was a kid.
Interested.
Seeing
I am confused and interested.
Just send him a subway map.
Yeah, because that was something that interested me as a kid. I used to ride the buses and subway all the time, and you see the maps on the trains and I just wanted to get to know New York as a kid, and that's why I have a photographic memory where I know all the stops. If I could just go back to New York right now, and I already know what train I need to take to get to a spot where I remember as a kid. So ever since then, I just started collecting maps, whether I is in New York or I go down south. So that's just been a little minor hobby that I've had since I was a kid.
Note to self, send Puff some maps.
The fascinating thing about the community is obviously everyone's their own individual, and everyone has their own different hobby or interest. And shows like Inquiring Minds, where you find about people that Hialeah does, you find out stuff about people, and they don't talk once about comics, maybe a little bit, but you find out more about everyone and what they like, what they've done in the past, who they are as people. And I think that's important too. Is we're in a changing world right now, and connecting on those other levels, it means something because we're sitting here in totally different sides of the world, or in our own houses, separated. We can't really meet in person, not always. So I think building relationships that way is important.
And it was a few weeks ago when I did a show and Comic Mix Explain was on, and majority of the show we was talking about things other than comics.
Yeah,
we
records, all
TV,
the whole
we were
time.
talking heavy metal, death metal, all that stuff, and and I'm just sitting there soaking it in because I don't consider myself a metalhead, but it was fascinating hearing those guys talk about the music and stuff like that. So it had me asking questions. I asked Big Will and them about the voices and how do they strain their throats when they do that death metal voice, but as he says, from the stomach. So it's fun to just
diaphragm area comes up.
It's fun to just learn new things, about members of the comic community, just not always about comics.
I agree. We did bring some books, though.
Yeah, you want to see a couple
sweet.
of books?
Let's see the boots.
I might have
We
some
heard you
boobies.
talking about
Let's see.
Conan.
Oh, I do have some boobies, so he said boobies, so I brought it. Kachoong went ahead and pulled my Conan books.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I only have a couple of them, but I know you've been talking a lot about Conan lately. Didn't you buy like $150 worth?
Yeah, for $100.
That's pretty awesome. You can't beat
You got
that.
150 issues, right?
Was it 150 issues? Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, nice.
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 Unos.
So those are. Did you bring any Conan books?
I have a Conan, I think. Oh, Under the Mummy book.
Oh, here.
Yeah, this is my favorite Conan.
Oh, Seven Swords.
Yep.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be Robert's favorite Conan too because there's a redhead on there.
Yes, it is.
He's the red-headed woman, or red dressed woman, and well, I like this because I'm a mountaineer, climber. I've done a lot of that in the
That's
past.
awesome.
The fact that he's holding on with one arm that's bent. If you try holding on with a bent arm on anything, you'll probably last 10 seconds.
Yep.
But he's fighting a ninja, and he's holding on to, well, she's holding on to him, but yeah.
You missed a few of mine.
Hmm?
You missed a few of mine.
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
I didn't what?
I didn't know you had those there. I thought I saw a Vampirilla.
Kachoong. You're good at that.
She's got a bunch of these.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. I love those magazine sounds.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
We got them at our LPS.
a lot of these are really good condition too.
They had just come in. These are my
Yeah.
favorites. I'll show you. This one is my favorite because you have the lady in the red. It's not a red dress, but it's a red bikini.
Nice.
Again with the worm-like snake.
Ooh,
I know.
Come on,
Ah.
focus.
awesome.
Let it go.
Oh,
Consider
yeah.
it's a technical thing, so that's another Robert cover if I ever seen one.
Oh yeah.
Fighting some. He looks like Ares with Blee's wings.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is.
And then this one.
Number, what do we got? Number 70.
Nice.
Look like a cockroach with muscles, man.
That's your first
That
one.
was after the radiation.
Number 7.
La Caca La Rocha.
Number 77.
Riding a gator, it looks like.
There's a lady on the slab that he's saving, I guess.
I'm savage. All the Conan magazine covers are just amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one's really amazing. What is this? Number 109.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Beauty.
This one's my favorite.
Why might that be?
Juggling tigers.
Tigers.
She loves her animal print.
Alright.
Come on, focus. There we go.
It's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
That tiger at the bottom looks like it's like a runway model or something trying to show.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was about to say. It looks like a person almost.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to turn it into one of these hot ladies.
I can just hear it say "grr."
What's up, Ryan?
Been hearing a lot about Clive Barker recently.
Oh, Pinhead.
That's all. That's all, Robert. Robert.
He's my favorite horror writer, Clive Barker. I have a lot of the Nightbreed series that he did in the early '90s.
Nice. I only watched the first 2 Hellraiser movies. That's about it.
Oh, and I did pull these out to show. Stay Puft.
Here, you can get them. I can get them. Here you go.
I don't know if you've seen these or have them. Flaming Carrot.
Flaming Carrot.
But this is the Ninja Turtle appearance.
Yeah. Jeffrey Comic Con AOK'd me a slab Flaming Carrot with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so 26, and then there's 27.
Yeah, that's the one he AOK'd me.
I think there's another one. I have it somewhere. I have all 3. But
Isn't that Todd McFarlane?
what's that?
I think so.
They're really I don't know. It's one of the earlier appearances of the Turtles outside of their own book.
Yeah, I used to have a few Flaming Carrot comics when I was younger. They got lost. But yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah, we heard you talking about Conan, so we're like, oh, let's grab some Conan.
Bring out the Conan.
Yeah. We all love the barbarians here.
Yeah, Barbarians, Lady Death,
Lady
Vampirella.
Oh, yeah. I do love some Lady Death.
Oh, show this one.
Oh, the one that, what's his name, freaked out over.
This is JD loved
Oh man.
Bonnie
Yeah.
Wrightson. And we got this for 25 cents.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Nice.
beautiful.
We had a
20
sale
Wow.
at
Yeah.
our LCS. They had a 25-cent sale. This is immaculate.
Yeah.
She grabbed a couple, but Bonnie Wrightson's incredible.
Lady Death.
And here's some Lady Death, because she loves the Lady Death.
Oh, the original Lady
Yes.
Death.
Yep. I always love that cover.
Stephen Hughes. Stephen
Yeah.
Hughes is the artist.
Chrome
And he-
covers.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Very nice.
I
Nice.
remember seeing Hughes on like that's not Adam.
Quite a few Lady Deaths.
Yep. That's actually that's another Stephen Hughes.
Yeah.
He did a majority of the 90s.
Yep. He did
Stephen Hughes, yeah.
mostly the '90s run, almost the whole '90s run, but until 2000, until he passed.
Delphia always finds the perfect copies, too.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Nice.
It's like, I'm ready.
See how her hair is, it's like
Like
it's its own personality,
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
I said, he likes big hair, man. But it's always he's always done that to all of them, to every character
I
he's
think I
done.
have that one too.
Big hair.
Mm-hmm. He loves his good females with big hair.
It
So.
kind of reminds me of Tawny Katane back from that one video back in the day, when she was on the hood of that car.
Yeah, they're all those wizard one halves.
Mm-hmm.
I love these. I have about 10 of them. This one's actually also got the coupon
Oh, cool.
certificate. I have the
I got-
Boba Fett one, like Tacoma Comics sent me.
Nice.
They're so good.
Oh, did you want to show that one? We said
Oh.
a bunch of Swamp Things to Tank.
Swampy.
Oh, yeah, we have a growing short box. It's always, it's got, it's just growing of comics for AOKs to send out, because we usually find something when we're out and we think, oh, this might be good for this person or that person in the community. And once we get a few together for someone, we have sticky notes for people's names, and then we send them out.
Wow, I just got a weather warning. It says millions could be without power as California residents face what could be the biggest fire threat of the year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's another one. Yeah. Right.
So we'll be fine.
We're on the East
John
Coast.
and all them won't be.
Or John.
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
John, pretty much.
I was listening to NPR the other day, and they said that out of the biggest 5 fires in recorded history on the West Coast, 3 have been this year.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's 2020. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And hurricanes as well. The hurricanes have been
Yeah.
insane this year
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
They've gone around the alphabet and they're already at L on the second time round.
Yeah. The dumpster fire of 2020, pretty much.
That's the truth.
Almost over.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it don't carry over to 2021.
Yeah.
No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. No.
I got too many shows to go to, man. I missed too much this year.
Yeah. I got something to show Delphia, the first appearances at least.
Ooh.
Oh, see, that's
Oh, that's awesome.
I need that in my collection. Ah, I love that one.
Yeah, Evil Ernie's first appearance. Like I said, Kachoong could actually cosplay him, I think. I
Yeah,
would think.
We talked about that.
Yep,
definitely.
and then
With his glowing heart or whatever it is, the green.
yeah,
Oh man, that's awesome. That's such a beautiful cover.
yeah. This is her cover appearance. This is her first appearance. This is her cover appearance.
Oh, what number is that? Number 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
That's awesome.
And then I got something from Vigilante that I didn't expect. Was their first appearance in Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
wow.
That's cool.
Those are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is that embossed?
Yep. Embossed and foil.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I could see you and Kachoong cosplaying this cover at least.
I love that one. Yes, that's so cool.
Yep.
Can you send us a picture of that?
Yeah. I'll send you
That's
guys a picture.
so cool. What? That's
Yep.
that's awesome.
Post
Evil
it up
Ernie
on
looks really cool in that one.
Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Those
Like I
are
said,
so nice.
I could see Kachoong and you cosplaying these two anyways. I
Just
always
need
say that.
a Lionel Richie wig.
I mean, could you?
Well, yeah, because that originally that's that's who Steven modeled it after was Brian. Brian looked like that when he was younger. Brian Polito actually looked like that character when he was younger.
Serious. He's the creator.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Polito and Stephen Hughes. So
And they're
both-
still going strong on Kickstarter. They're always putting out books. Lady Death. And
I'm always getting Kickstarted. I'm always picking up his Kickstarters because you get a whole bunch of extra stuff on top of it.
Hell Witch and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out.
Yeah, I've gotten a few from Zenoscope. The Kickstarters, love those things.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to do a Kickstarter for anything or anyone. Like buy one or anything. I've never done that. GoFundMe.
It's actually kind of cool, because they don't. Well, Kickstarter doesn't pull the funds until the Kickstarter's over, pretty much.
This is one of my favorite Kickstarters.
Yeah,
love this character.
Lady Death has one like that too. Has a statue in November
cool.
or December, something like that.
Oh,
It's supposed to be.
For my Lady Death statue is packed away.
Yeah.
Mine's is up top there.
Yeah,
I got the
mine's,
Lady Death
actually,
right next to
I
my,
can get to mine. So I can get to mine. So I can. I know the one Delphia has, so I can get to mine. Give me a second.
Yeah, we were thinking about selling, and then we wound up refining. So we just kind of had a lot of craziness going on in the house. So
A lot of home improvement stuff.
a lot of our stuff is kind of inaccessible right this second.
Yeah.
But our comics are accessible.
Well, that's the important stuff.
Just the essentials.
I can pretty much get to it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep.
Yep.
He pays attention. He knows you have that.
Yep.
Trust me, I watch you guys too. I like watching the cosplay stuff, so I always watch you guys.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
There's another one coming. Actually, Brian's actually kickstarting it. It's her, but it's I think they partnered with Sideshow or they partnered with one of the other statue companies, and they're actually gonna come up with a PPC or something different. But I know it's a statue. And then they got something on the website today. Actually started today. It's coffin shaped comic, and it's actually Lady Death. It's a coffin shaped. Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
The comic is coffin shaped. That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty smart.
So he had to figure out how he was gonna do it, but he actually figured out how to make it actually coffin shaped. So
Oh, look at Vampirella.
I got that one too. It's in arm reach too.
Nice J. Scott Campbell one.
Hmm.
And she got the diamond eyes, if you can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Well, I got something else in the reach.
Oh, of course, that's always in reach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just in case categories or
I
anything.
think I do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same one.
Sorry, Boo. Yep. Here, you show it. Did I get that from? I got that from Jamie, right? I
Yeah.
think Jamie gave that. Jamie from our LCS gave that to me because she knew I was on the lookout for Vampirella.
Is
Yep,
that
that's a reprint. That's the reprint of this year.
Ah.
Hmm.
Still great to have.
Still
I love
great
the
to have.
facsimiles, you know.
It's a
Heck
great
yeah.
story. And then if you didn't know, Neil Adams did a story in it.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yep. Because you guys would laugh because I'm like, why is Neil Adams signing a Vampirella 1? And then I went to research it. I'm like, oh, he did a short story in there.
Oh, here's another Bernie Wrightson you didn't show.
Oh,
Nice.
25-cent Bernie Wrightson cover.
Man, you can't beat
Mm-mm.
25 cents for that book. I would snatch that up in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They have regular sales like that. We went to one and they were selling them for 2 for 25 cents.
Oh my goodness.
I
Oh,
found
boy.
Teen Titans 12, first Batman Who Laughs for 12.5 cents.
Crazy.
That's nice.
Man.
Oh,
That's
But
why
you better get ready though, because some people are in there like
Yeah.
with elbows.
they better not throw no elbows my way. That's for
Oh,
sure.
it's either elbows or no deodorant. It's either one of
oh
those.
yeah, yeah,
That cons.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst one, you know, at
I
cons.
did a video one time about proper etiquette at Comic Con. Take a shower. Don't be the stinky.
Not
one.
even that. Not even that. Even have deodorant on if you're gonna be there for long. If you know
Yeah.
you're gonna be there for
Yeah.
at least the whole day.
Come on.
Stuff glitter and duct tape.
Don't be the stinky one in the room. That's rule number one.
Well, I think some people are like sleeping in their cars. You know what I mean?
You
And
can still have deodorant or actually cologne in the car.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. There's some stinky people at the cons for sure. You can smell the con.
Yeah.
I think they purposely do it so that you don't go to the box they're in the first place.
You might have something there. You may have something there.
So if they lift up their arm, you stay 6 feet away.
Yeah, they want to be social distancing.
Yeah. They don't want you to get to their box.
Yeah, at least bring a deodorant and some cologne or
If
something.
they lift their arms, the wavy lines start attacking people.
For Dragon Con, they have a Facebook group. There's tens of thousands of people in it, but usually people will be their first Dragon Con and they'll come on there and ask, what are the tips I need to survive Dragon Con? And within a minute, the first thing that people say is deodorant.
Yeah.
Please shower.
Yeah.
Yep. I would say that too for any con.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to one-day cons and you still got the stinky people there. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like
that's
I
true.
said,
That's trouble.
honestly, it's a tactic. If it's a one-day con, that's a tactic for them to get to stay in that box to get the books.
Yeah.
It's like they be at a booth
I'm
with
prepared for next year.
they be at a booth with all the keys, looking at them and stuff. You try and come through, but the first thing you smell is like, oh, back away. That's what they want to keep you away from that booth.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, I need some help.
Okay.
Since we're back on comics, I gotta ask. When you send something into CGC, you can send up to like 5 books, and the shipping's the same as if you send 1 book. So unless it's like extremely valuable or something, send in a minimum of 5. That way you take everything out of your shipping. I've got 3 books set aside that I know I want to send. So I need to pick 2 more, but I have 3. So I need to know which one to leave out. I got Marvel Premiere #1.
No, Warlock.
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 Got Eternals #1.
Mm-hmm.
Eternals for
Another
sure.
nice
I know
one.
that. Yeah.
And then we have Omega Man 3.
Ooh.
Now, all 3 of these
Ooh.
would count as, 2 of these would count as modern. The other one would not.
Right.
So,
I mean, if I had to get rid of one, I'd say Lobo.
yeah, but I just now ran
Yeah.
into a predicament. This one is not in the same tier. This is like 71. So it can't go in with all the others. The others are modern. So I guess that means I'd have to go with these 2.
Yeah.
But
Or
I would
you-
after you grade Eternals, I would hold on to Eternals and then flip Lobo. That's what I would do.
Well, hopefully it hit grades high. But
Right.
so, okay. Well, then I might just have.
Because I would wait until the Eternals. I would wait until the Eternals trailer hits, Will, and then get rid of Eternals after that. If you're getting, if that's what you're trying to do.
Big Will, are any of those will be for sale?
Oh, yeah, every one of them.
Everything's for sale.
There's only 4 books in my house that are not for sale. Everything else is for sale. The question is when and for how much.
Yeah. If it's not
Yeah.
if it's not fastened down, everything's for sale.
Yeah.
Everything has
That's
a price.
about it.
Well, then I guess this is going to be my order. Then the Omega Men 3,
Mm-hmm.
the Eternals,
Yep.
the Black Panther 2,
Mm-hmm.
the ASM 300,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the Akira 1.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Very
Love
nice.
Nice.
I think I love that Akira more than that ASM 300.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Right there with you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
The
Oh, yeah, I
exciting
had one.
thing- The exciting thing is this should come out a 9.8.
That'd be awesome.
That's good.
Wow.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's hard. Those are hard to find in 9.8s.
Yeah,
I think.
I have the #2 as well, but I don't think it's worth enough to bother with it now versus these. Or do you think I should send in the #2 Akira instead of the Lobo?
No, I mean, I would send in a Lobo. I mean, Akira
Yeah,
2, you could
go
always send in the
Lobo.
next batch. Yeah, I would send in the next batch.
Isn't there a bunch of stuff coming with Lobo? Isn't he appearing a lot more?
There's always stuff coming with Lobo. It just never comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently that bombed.
But if you already have it in a slab, then you can unload it at a good time.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is
Like I
true.
said, you can unload that one and then just hold on to Eternals until Eternals trailer hits and then unload that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to hold on to everything until it's a better appropriate time.
Right. But for sure, the Eternals one's gonna be the one that you're gonna be wanting to get rid of later, because then when
Yeah.
the trailer hits,
Well, the Black Panther would be one to hold too.
Yeah.
Akira,
Yeah, those
who
two.
knows when that'll sell. Someone either
Right.
has to know what it is, or I have to wait till something happens. And then, of course, this one, just wait for the 300 until we see something with this movie. I just have to worry about this one later. But Warlock's going to be coming soon too. See, the great thing about the COVID thing, I mean, it's not great. It's horrible. If you had to pick a good thing about it, it pushed everything back. So if you're into speculating or you're buying,
Mhm.
you don't have to spend a lot of money. It gave us more time.
Yep, it's definitely a thing about that. But yeah, COVID sucks, but
I mean, yeah, it does. But if you got to pick a positive, that would be mine.
hey,
I
hey,
can't think of one.
hey, Kachoong, have you and Delphia been getting the timeless variants?
Oh, those things are so beautiful.
We haven't actually bought a new book for about a year now.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we just decided that we would, put on the brakes for a little while and really go through the collection and kind of try and focus and figure out, what I want to unload. what I'm really just not interested in collecting anymore, and focus on 6 or 7 characters that, and she'll probably do the same. And we just really want to save some money. We had a lot doing with the house, and we still send out a few AOKs here and there. And the books that we are getting are from AOKs. And we did buy one trade, which was Something is Killing the Children, and that was for JP's show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I do love a lot of those timeless variants. I think my favorites that I've seen have been Silver Surfer, the Iron Man. Black Panther was pretty good.
But I can't get over some of those timeless variants. They're all like, if the males are all one-sided faces, you notice that, right? Some of them are like all one-sided.
Oh,
women are too.
Yeah. So not all the women, but more like almost half of the guys are almost like just not full face. Like,
and I don't know what it is. I think he's a brilliant artist. I think his women are very masculine. They have chiseled square jaw.
That Wonder Woman in particular.
no. Oh, Wonder Woman. I know why. Wonder Woman is based off his gym teacher from a long time ago.
Oh yeah, the Sue Storm. I think that's probably one of the worst ones.
No, his Hulk is the funny one. His
That's
Hulk
the
looks
one.
like a Burt Reynolds, because that's what all the guys were saying. It looks like Burt Reynolds, and I can't get over it now.
Yeah,
When I
but
see the Hulk
mustache on
cover, so when I see the Hulk cover, I'm like, damn it, it's the Burt Reynolds Hulk cover.
But yeah, the Phoenix one is really good.
Yeah.
And I don't see the Black Widow's very masculine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like his.
Yeah, when
his
I
Wonder
first saw
Woman.
that Black Willow, I actually didn't even know who it was.
Yeah, it looks like his Wonder Woman almost with red hair though,
Yeah.
right?
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
you see the hands.
Yeah, it looks like Wonder Woman with red hair.
That Jessica Drew is
Perfect.
really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to pick this one up.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got that one.
I heard that's a really good story too. Is anyone picking that up?
I read the first issue. It was decent, but I didn't add it to the pool or anything. I just wanted to give the first issue a try.
I watch a lot of reviews, and I'm still keeping up on the books. Some I wish I was getting, but that I think things like Captain Marvel. I think it was it John? Someone the other night mentioned that it started off terrible. It was when they were doing their show, their 2-year anniversary for New Comic Book Day book club, and
Yeah.
the start of Captain Marvel was terrible, but it actually got better and better.
I've heard the same thing about that series. Started out terrible, and then next thing you know, it started heating up, especially when they got into the teens.
And Star appeared, and then all those Mark Brooks covers were obviously amazing. And but did you know that Star is going to be in the new Thunderbolts?
Really?
Mm-mm. I didn't know that.
There's a new Thunderbolts team coming for the King in Black series.
Ah.
Yeah, I think it should be a really good one to pick up. That is intriguing. Because I thought she was good, right? Aren't the Thunderbolts bad, kind of? Anti-heroes?
The anti-hero team, I think. That's what they
Yeah.
were originally.
I think they're in the Hulk book, yeah.
Yeah, they started out, as good villains playing heroes. 'Cause I have that first appearance of the Thunderbolts, and that whole twist at the end of their first issue actually caught me off guard.
Oh yeah, I'm missing that one.
Yeah, because Ms. Marvel, that version of Ms. Marvel's got an amazing costume. That's my favorite Ms. Marvel costume.
It's the Wonder Woman.
There it is.
That one
That
doesn't look bad.
Yeah, that one doesn't
When
look
you turn
bad.
it around,
That one looks like his gym teacher, or what he
that
was
is
saying.
brutal.
Or-
That is an Amazon woman right there.
Oh,
Well, what was it? Oh no, his action figure's even worse. If you've seen those action figures that are made, I'm like, I saw the
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. I go, and that Joker, my boys at the shop go, you should get it. It's an Alex Ross action figure line. I go, just because of the damn Wonder Woman, I'm not gonna pick it up.
yep.
You know what I'm really excited about coming to comics, even though I may not be picking them up, but who knows? Things might change over the next few months, is the coming of Alien. These
I have that series.
This is the Aliens and Predator are, the books I very first bought with my own money, and I think they're kind of my favorite villains, if you can call them villains. But before I started collecting, I picked up Aliens and Predator books. But I love the movies. I think it's great horror. I think it's good for this time of year.
Yeah. You and Robert will be getting along real well right now. Robert's a big Aliens guy and a Hellraiser guy too. So.
And I picked this cover because out of the covers I've seen, there's one just like this with Venom and an alien, and they got their foreheads together like this. It looks just like this.
That's great.
I'm not. Yeah, that's
I like
a great
that.
cover right
Yeah,
there.
I like that
have
one.
that one.
That's great.
The Platinum Edition. And one of my favorite alien stories has ninjas in it.
Ninjas.
Music of the Spears.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty neat. There's a
What I know they're not gonna slice them open with all that acid spewing out right in front of them.
Right. And
Yeah,
their
but,
blood's made out of acid anyway, so the katanas won't do nothing really.
I know. Yeah.
the premise is that there's a music composer and he uses people being disemboweled and killed by aliens and the screams everyone makes to make music. It's kind of
Ooh.
That's
Sounds
not
great.
morbid at all.
I was thinking the same thing.
And then this story is all Genocide is a really good alien story if anyone wants to jump on aliens.
Nice.
There's humans. It's weird because I really love Aliens and Predator. I think they're great in their own right by themselves and together. But for whatever reason, they always, in the stories, they want to include humans. Why do humans have to always be included? It's same in the movies, We're very self-centered that way. But this one, the humans just kind of stumble on a planet, and the planet is going through a war of two races of aliens. And one of them is trying to wipe out the other species of aliens. So it's really a cool story.
The only reason they put in humans is so they can get killed. That's
Yeah,
what
pretty
we
much.
see.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would love to see things like in a lot of sci-fi stuff that was about the different races. Like, for example, Klingons versus the Borg would probably be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yet they're going to put in Starfleet because, the humans.
Exactly.
You don't have to. I get what you're saying.
So they
Borg are human,
feel like
kinda
Starfleet
human.
sells the movie or the comic stuff, so they got to involve them. But I'm with you. If they do a Klingons versus Borg comic with just them, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I got to get out of here. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for having me on, Puff. If you don't mind, I will do a little promo for myself. Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, I'll be having one of my auctions, and this time I will not be the only one selling anything.
Yay!
So I'll do a preview video probably tonight or tomorrow. I'll be posting something on IG later today. And if you can, swing on by. We'll have some good deals. Slab, raw, a bunch of different stuff. See y'all later.
Later, Big Will.
Later.
Later, Big Will.
Yeah.
Awesome.
VV, I agree, Varangian.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be a fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we still got a show, a Friday show talking about aliens and Predator and a lot of stuff. There's so many movies that we could just talk about.
Oh yeah.
Hialeah's a big fan too. I know that. We were thinking of maybe doing a show about aliens.
I would love to be on that show, talk about aliens, because when it comes to the alien movies, like the first movie when I was younger, I thought it was a solid movie, but it was slower paced. But the aliens that fall, James Cameron Alien was just so much action. You had the Colonial Marines and all the personalities. Bill Paxton, you know, God rest his soul. You know, he was slayed by the Terminator, slayed by the aliens, and slayed by Predators. So, you know, he has that distinction of facing all three of them.
Yeah, they're great. I was 13, I think 13 or 12 when Aliens came out, and I was able to go, and I had permission to go see the movie because, you know, it's a bit gory, but man, I was blown away as a teenager when you see that for the first time. Crazy. And then Predator 2 years later, he's my favorite probably sci-fi character of all time is the Predator. And both of them, because they're instinctual, I really think that the true villain is, you know, run on instincts. And just like in the Golden Age, the villains in those comics were all animals and monsters, you know. They just run on instinct. They don't have motives except they just want to eat and kill. And
Predator's motive is just a hunt. You know, he see guys with guns. That's like, oh, that's good hunting material. You know, that's what made that first Predator movie so great. Is that, you know, you got all these machismo, muscular guys going there, wiping out a whole area of goons, and the Predator watches this and he's like, finally a challenge. And I just love how he picks them apart one by one, especially what he did to Jesse Ventura.
That was great.
Didn't he yank out somebody's spine all the way up to the skull or something like that?
He did that with everyone.
Yeah, but Billy was the one that they actually showed him do it.
Yeah,
you know, he just dug in there and pulled out the spine.
He says,
that gave me a freaking chill up my spine when I was a kid. I went, whoa.
Yeah, so, you know, I love that first Predator movie was just amazing, you know. And there was like, when I was a kid, I didn't want to see Bill Duke get his head blown off.
Yeah.
But then you watch that scene, like, wait a minute, I thought his head got blown off because the way they filmed it is like, it's so gory, you know, like his head exploded, and then you see his body there with his head intact. I'm like, what the heck?
That scene with him shaving and it just cutting his skin, I was like, oh, whoa. I just thought that was a cool scene.
Yeah, but the new one just makes me laugh. The new one goes super Predator. It's Super Predator. I'm like, what the hell?
Nice.
I love that cover.
Nice.
Yeah, this series was out when I first started collecting books, and I started collecting in August of 1990 when McFarlane Spider-Man was on the shelf, #1. So
that's an awesome cover right there.
It was McFarlane Spider-Man that made me start getting a pull list.
But you see a cover like that, and the first thing that comes to your mind is, you won. Ugly.
Son of
That's classic right there, man.
That's great.
And then Perry, you remember Perry never seen it until he did the first watch videos. And he never knew where the Dylan line came from. He never knew where that Dylan line came from. Yeah, it made me laugh. I'm like, dude, you've never seen it, and you never knew where that Dylan line came from.
You son of a boy.
Yeah,
that's a classic, man.
Dude,
it's like a simplistic scene like that become iconic.
Yeah. Or Arnold's one-liners stick around.
Arnold was the king of one-liners.
Yep.
The 80s was the king of one-liners.
Yeah.
The Varangian has a good thing he says on our show. When it comes to those movies back in the 80s, he says that cocaine needs to return to Hollywood, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
They were coming out with all types of crazy movies. You know, you can't get no better than the 80s when it comes to just these movies that's so over the top and crazy. You had to snort cocaine to do that.
Yeah, First Blood, you know, First Blood and Terminator and Predator, Van Damme in Bloodsport. I mean,
yeah.
Anytime Van Damme took a time to dance in a movie is good.
Oh, it's classic.
And then Seagal took it into the 90s. But Seagal
yeah,
was
yeah.
an 80s movie.
Oh, Seagal. I remember when I first watched
Mhm.
Above the Law, and I'm like, this dude can't run for jack, man.
Oh no, I watched it. First time I've seen a Seagal movie was him on the boat. Him on the boat and the
Oh, Under
Playboy.
Siege.
Yeah,
Under
Under
Siege.
Siege.
Yeah.
That's the first one I ever seen him.
Hard to Kill is my
comedy-
favorite. Hard to Kill is he basically becomes the Punisher.
Oh, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And
That
you
would have
know,
been kind of cool to see him as a Punisher. What'd you think? It would be kind of cool to see him as the Punisher, wouldn't it? Back then. Back then. I'm not saying now, but back then.
yeah,
Back when he
instead
was
of,
slim and skinny.
Yeah.
it
Before he blew up.
what's that guy? He's in The Expanse. The guy that did the Punisher.
Dolph Lundgren,
No, the other one.
Thomas Jane, or Ray Stevenson.
Jane.
Thomas Jane.
Yeah. I think I'd prefer Seagal over him, but Seagal, that like his movies were the first you were really seeing broken bones and legs turning backwards from his kicks and stuff, you know.
I actually watched the interview with him. He actually had to use his own guys to do because he couldn't use the normal stunt guys back then. He had to actually use some of the guys that he trained to actually do the stunts because he was worried about actually breaking people's bones because the way he would do the moves and stuff.
I remember when I watched Mark for Death and he broke that dude's arm. I was like, damn. And then that was like the first movie where he just went murder, death, killed, and killed the man 3 times. Where he did he stabbed him with his thumbs in the eye, broke his back, and then threw him down the elevator shaft for him to get impaled. I'm like, damn, ain't that a bit much?
What? If it was a comic book, he can't come back from all that anyway.
Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Mad TV segment. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I wouldn't be surprised because Steven Seagal has been parodied.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
Oh yeah.
And then another one that I used to watch a lot was Chuck Norris. He got his ass whipped by Bruce Lee, and then after that he was undefeated. He never lost in the fight.
He took that shirt off, and there was so much hair on his chest. It's like, gracious.
I like how when Bruce Lee ripped the hair off his chest, and then he just blows it.
Walker, Texas Ranger. He's in a helicopter and he jumps down into a convertible, and there's this woman.
Yeah.
He just slaps her out of the way and starts driving. I was like, you can't do that, man.
I know.
Not now. you could do it back then.
That was funny. Yeah.
You do it. You do it now, man. You get so many hate mail
right there.
But back then, we just had so many action stars that we grew up with. Norris and Arnold and all those guys. Like there'll never be another set of action superstars like we had back in the 80s and 90s.
Nope.
No, we don't.
And then they became the Expendables.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that time they were in retirement age. So you like, it would have been sweet if we saw them in the mid 90s do that. It's been awesome.
I did like Randy Couture being added to that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't like him defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
Agreed with that. He got hurt really bad when he hit that wall.
What's that?
That is the person I interviewed, I always forget his last name. Ferguson. Yeah. He actually airbrushed it.
Oh man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, Canadian artist, and I've actually interviewed him. He's on my page if you guys want to watch that interview. He's a really cool guy. Videos. Yeah. So he actually airbrushed. He does a lot, but he doesn't get much cover work because he likes doing pinups.
Badass Predator. What do y'all think of the later Predator movies? Because I like the first one is a classic, and I think the second one is underrated. I actually like Danny Glover.
Danny Glover was great.
Yeah, I the more I watched it growing up, I was like, yo, Predator 2 is badass,
Love it.
Then afterwards they did Alien versus Predators. The first one was good.
Yeah.
The second one was so dark.
You couldn't see them.
Yeah.
You couldn't see anything.
You know,
I
I'm
wonder-
the type of fan. I've been collecting them, and I've loved them ever since they appeared in fandom. But you know, I'm the type of fan like with Star Wars. I kind of overlook the bad stuff to really enjoy the film for what it is.
Right.
And like with the Star Wars movies, I don't really care about the glitches, and you know, the little kids get a bit whiny, and Jar Jar's a little annoying, but there's stuff like that you can overlook, because in every Star Wars movie or every Aliens movie, there's a scene that makes your spine tingle, and it makes the whole movie worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like all of those movies, and even the one with Winona Ryder in it.
The Resurrection.
Yeah.
The Resurrection. It's decent. It's still decent.
They tried to make that more like a modern version of the Colonial Marines, where you have a group of people with guns and stuff. But yet they being hunted by the aliens.
Right. And my favorite Predator movie outside the first one, I do love the second one, but I like Predators with Adrian Brody.
I did not like that. I do not like Adrian Brody at all.
Oh, you don't?
No.
See, if you don't like an actor, that can definitely
It makes it tough.
I don't mind him, but I think that the premise of that movie is decent, because it's kind of what the Predators do. They set things down on a planet and go hunt them. And when it comes to
the concept of that Predator movie was dope. It's just that, you know, they took out Lawrence Fishburne, and I was like, man, damn, Jeffy popped back.
Whoa!
Oh, freaky!
Yeah, because it started acting up a little bit, so I'm like, let me hop back in, hop out, and hop in again.
Let me find something.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm not a big Brody fan, so that Predators movie was meh for me. But the one that followed was just the Predator.
What'd you think of the new one, where they had the Super Predator and the outfit?
That's what I'm talking about, the Predator.
Okay, yeah.
Ah, man.
You know who made it, right? You know the
guy who did who was in the first movie.
Yeah, in the first, the one with the glasses.
That movie was
Super Predator. That was hilarious. I thought it was funny.
He was a walking CGI.
Yeah.
And the kills was just as vicious as all the other Predator movies.
Yeah. And then wasn't it the dog? Wasn't that a Predator dog or whatever in the new one?
I think so.
Yeah. The freaking.
Yeah, because he did unleash that dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking dog was bigger than half of the people in the damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Like, it's just everything previous to that one was okay. You know, the first one was good. Second one was bad. You know, good too. Third one was The worst one was the new one.
I thought I had a sketchbook, but I can't find it. Have you guys read this series?
I haven't.
Deadliest of the Species.
That, like I said, that's a Robert cover I've ever seen one.
By Claremont?
Oh yeah.
Claremont.
Wow.
It's a Claremont book.
Wow.
There's 12 issues, and there's a really badass like Ripley like chick in it.
That's cool.
And there's some really cool covers, but yeah, it's definitely worth the read, because obviously Claremont is the master. Worth it.
I'll have to look those up now.
12
See
issues.
if I can find them in dollar bins and stuff.
Yeah. No, I just want the one with
I'm gonna go to Urban Legends.
Yeah. Whenever you come down here, man. Urban just got a bunch of new stuff. Well, yeah, he's always putting new stuff in his in those boxes. I went there today with Steve.
I go every Saturday, almost every Saturday.
Almost every Saturday if he's not working. Yeah, we're gonna be hitting up Eboard on Ybor City tomorrow. Ybor City one tomorrow. Because we're going to meet up the presser up there. So I'm going to take my Vampirella 3 and get it pressed and cleaned.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh,
What do you-
just saying, Delphia had to slip away. She started making dinner. We have our mother-in-law. Her mom's coming over for dinner tonight. So that's why she just.
Oh,
It's all right.
That's
She
all
said
right.
she might be able to pop in before the stream ends. But if she doesn't, just know that that's what she's doing, and she loved joining in.
It was great.
Woo, Archie.
Nice.
oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
I always
awesome.
love this.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, there's the one where a predator is just holding Jughead's head.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that versus Alien? I can't remember which. I think it's versus Predator.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
Those are hilarious.
I know Archie would rather cross over with Punisher again than to deal with the Predator.
And I also have the one Archie versus Sharknado. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's
a funny one.
Yeah.
It's a great
Most of them
one-shot.
are pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
It's a bizarre crossover.
Yeah, he's got to go to Riverdale and kill some people.
Yeah.
I didn't think Transformers would be crossing over with everybody this year.
My Little Pony, especially. That one
Yeah.
surprised me.
I know he did. I know they did Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's like the Ghostbusters was the start. Then they say, let's do My Little Pony. Let's do Terminator. Now they're crossing over with Back to the Future. It's like, yo,
I
wait till
know.
they cross over with the Ninja Turtles and we get a Transformer Turtle or something. The Turtle
There
Van
you go.
becomes a Transformer.
Next turtle transforming.
I thought, knock on wood, you better hope not. that one, and then what is it? Still hasn't crossed over from Vampirella yet, so you never know. That might be a.
I know Archie did.
Yeah.
And
Hey, nobody asked for Red Sonja and Mars Attack, but they gave it to us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually good. Surprisingly, it's actually a good story.
What is it? It was a nice homage. Yeah, here it is.
Oh yeah, that Star Wars one. I got it. Yeah, I got that one too. Yeah,
that's amazing.
That is great.
I got that one too. Everybody, like I said, my guys at the shop, it goes, that one's gonna be the one that's gonna be selling out everywhere because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Cover by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a beaut.
Just want to open it up and see.
I always screw up the guy's name though. The cover artist's name. I always do. No.
Let's see.
Sudam.
Oh, it's Arthur Sudan.
Yeah, I always screw it up though. I always screw his last name up all the time too.
He does all the Marvel zombie stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does all the Marvel zombie stuff. Yeah. Anything. Actually, I think he's known for anything zombie now. Pretty much anything horror related.
I don't think John Layman cares about the Hyborian age. He just want to do this crossover.
Yeah.
So damn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeff, I saw you picked this one up, right? Because I got that too.
I picked that one. I even picked up the other cover, the Sudam cover too. It's just, I picked up so much, dude. I picked up so much new books. It's not funny, man. It's like I tried to cut up. Yeah, I try to cut stuff out.
Cover.
Yeah, I try to cut stuff out, and then Tim goes, "Hey, you might like this." Mylar Mendes goes, "Oh, you might like this. It's a new #1." I'm like, "Damn it."
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, surprisingly, the story's okay, decent. Because
it's pretty much everybody's interpretation of, you had Marvel Zombies, then you had Deceased.
Yeah.
Now Dynamite jumping on the bandwagon, we're doing Dynamite.
Yes, pretty much. So almost every character they have is gonna get involved. So the first issue was Vampy and Red Sonja. Next issue is gonna be what the hell is it? Deja Thor's and somebody else, I think. I don't remember the other characters though.
But yeah, so I wasn't gonna buy it, but
did you read it at least? Have you?
No, I got them today.
Oh, okay.
It reminds me of I love zombies, lots of zombie stuff, but there's a novel by Peter Clines called X Heroes, and yeah, it's basically superheroes that become zombies, and it was written quite a while ago, but I think Marvel Zombies had maybe come out before that. But I love zombie novels like Don, I think it's Wellington, David Wellington. It's called Monster Island.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Monster. Oh, no, I can't remember now. Monster Planet is the third one. But basically, that one is about a guy who wakes up as a zombie, which is an interesting premise. And he's lucid, so he knows something's happened, and he doesn't realize he's a zombie until a little bit later.
Oh, that's messed up. If you turned into a zombie, but you're a zombie. That's even more messed up. You're like, oh boy.
He ends up wanting to rule the world.
Damn.
There you go.
Now you know what happens if you're lucid and you turn into a zombie. You want to take over the world.
Matter of fact, now that you brought up Take Over the World, did y'all see the new Animaniacs trailer?
No? Not yet.
No, I heard it was coming back, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, they released it this past week, and it definitely has the animation style of the old one, just with a more modern uptake. Them getting the no tablets and stuff. It's like, oh, here's your contract for coming back, you sellouts. It had Pinky and the Brain in it, and it just makes me want to like, man, y'all. I don't even have Hulu now. I want to sign up just to check out Animaniacs.
They got the same voiceover cast. They said Spielberg said if they didn't get the same cast to do it, he wouldn't have done it.
Huh. Well, I think I got an extra space for Hulu, so Puff, don't pay for it. I may have extra.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely got that nostalgic vibes, and you said, he brought back those voice actors. That's why it sounded so fresh with the old voice actors.
Yeah, they're doing it November 20th.
They need something. We've been close to unsubscribing from Hulu because they've been a bit disappointing.
Yeah. Well, if you look at Amazon Prime and Hulu, it's almost the same exact thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at it. I'm like, huh? What's that?
Yeah, because I think Hulu lost a lot of stuff when Marvel pulled some of their stuff off of there that they were going to do.
Yeah, because they had Runaways
and
something else.
Yeah, because they were supposed to do like 3 or 4 new shows, and then they got canceled.
Yeah, New Warriors was one of them, I think.
Yeah, and then they were doing that Howard the Duck show that was supposed to be with Kevin Smith directing it.
Yeah, so that's going to be on
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think Plus. I think they said it changed to Plus something
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Kevin Smith's supposed to be doing a He-Man too, supposedly. I think.
Yeah.
I think a He-Man cartoon or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing he's doing for Netflix.
Yeah. And we're supposed to have had a He-Man movies at some point, but that fell through again.
Yeah. Oh, Dolph Lundgren's supposed to be at like Fanboy Expo or whatever. So I know Puff got a cover. Puff got a Lundgren cover. Anyways, if you ever wanted to get it signed, I would say, I'll try to find out for you if the guys I use to get slab stuff and see if they're going out there. I'll let you know. And you could get them to sign it and grade it.
We've been waiting for something new with He-Man for a while.
Yeah, because they had an actor. Last year, I think they put out an actor that was supposed to be in it. And then I think they had directors dropping in and out. And then a script, I think, was being written by somebody, and then it just fell apart. Nobody knows what happened.
The funny thing about He-Man is I grew up with the 80s cartoon, but I like the 2003 series a lot more than the 80s cartoon.
Oh, okay. Which one? Was that the one where they were in space?
No, 2003 was pretty much like a newer version of the cartoon from the 80s.
Okay, because there was another one. Because there was like another one where they were like in space or something.
I think that was the one that followed the 80s one. There was 2 of them, right?
Yeah,
you had He-Man Masters of the
He-Man.
Universe, and then He-Man, New Adventures of He-Man.
Yeah, New Adventures. That's what it was. Yeah, that was the one that flopped.
Yeah, like that one, I barely remember.
I know.
I probably watched a few episodes. Like,
Yeah, I'm still trying to remember that one. I'm like, I seen the figures that they had. I'm like, nope, not going for that.
Yeah, I think me and Varangian talked about that a little bit when we did our Masters of the Universe stream.
Yeah,
You know,
and they ruined it. They ruined it with the movie, with the Dolph Lundgren movie. Put people in there that's not even in the show.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, if they would have kept it in the He-Man universe without having to go to Earth, because that's what always hurted it for me, is they had to bring it to Earth.
Oh yeah.
You know, just to have
Did Lundgren grab a shotgun?
I think so. Yeah.
And then they had that little character that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I think he was supposed to be the ghost-looking one in the cartoon. I think that's what that originally was supposed to be.
Yeah, but I heard the new one's supposed to be more on Eternia. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, keep
that
it
they're
in
going
Eternia.
for.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the Lundgren movie because of its cheesiness and you know, it's fun. But for a proper He-Man movie, it has to be set in Eternia.
Yeah,
for the
and
whole movie.
I think the director of that one didn't want Lundgren, but he got stuck with them because they signed him right after doing Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So right after Rocky IV, he gets signed to do that movie, and they get stuck with him. And the director's like, "Oh crap!"
And now they could pull off a Battle Cat pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just you better just hope the Rock doesn't want to play freaking He-Man. Because the Rock wants to play freaking Jack Burton from freaking from Big Trouble.
I love that
So
movie.
it's like,
don't, Dwayne.
yeah, I know, but
we
I'm
don't
saying,
even need a remake of Little.
no,
I know, because they've already talked about him
Oh,
doing Submariner at some point. That The Rock was going to do Submariner at one point.
yeah, but he's already Black Adam. Now he's Submariner. So it's
Yeah. I'm like, I don't need him doing more stuff.
right. Need
And
him
he
to do
owns the
less.
XFL.
Yeah.
I was still waiting on that Johnny Bravo movie he was supposed to do.
Oh yeah, and he's supposed to be Johnny Bravo or something like that too.
That was years ago, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. And to think about it, back in the 90s when he had the sideburns and the hair, he was dead ringer for Johnny Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he has to put a wig on, I think.
That's why every time I watch old wrestling and I see The Rock with hair, I'm like, man, I miss The Rock with hair.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the whole reason he shaves now. Shaves his head bald now because he got the receding hairline. That's probably why he shaves so much.
I still remember him as the Nation of Domination.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, classic.
Yeah, I was just watching yesterday when he gave Farouk that picture of himself, that poster.
Oh yeah.
Like, go ahead, open it. Everybody else got these nice watches.
Rolexes. All of them got Rolexes, and then Farouk gets a freaking picture of him.
Of The Rock and all his greatness.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. So good.
Yeah. But we don't need The Rock starring in everything, man. That's
No.
Mm-mm.
Between him and Vin Diesel, I don't know who.
oh man. I was not when they announced him as Vin Diesel as Bloodshot, that immediately turned me off the movie.
I would have rather had JDF who played it in the YouTube short. I would rather have JDF from the Power Rangers play him instead because
you know none of the big studios was going to get him because they didn't really see him as a star.
right.
I think Sony lost the rights to that after that movie. I think, or before that, they didn't keep the rights or something. I think they pulled it out.
Yeah, but you should watch some of the Bat in the Sun stuff. Bat in the Sun stuff is pretty good with JDF as Bloodshot. I really enjoyed it.
Problem with Vin Diesel is he's Vin Diesel in almost all his movies.
Yeah. So all you see is Vin Diesel as a something painted white and with a damn red circle.
He should just keep making what is it, Riddick movies. He's a great
The Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riddick or
What was
just
the second one?
stay as Dominic Toretto and don't play nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for no more Fast movies. They gonna take that shit to space. I'm like, nah, man.
You know that's gonna happen. They already
Yeah.
took freaking Sharknado to space. So what? And
Well, Sharknado is a D-rated
Oh.
movie. Come on now, that's a sci-fi movie.
That
They
thing
can
was
take that anywhere.
What?
And they don't do Jason in space.
Machete in space. The Machete movie is gonna be in space. If he does do a next one, it's gonna be in space.
He's the Stevie B of Hollywood. So Stevie B. But man, I was so disappointed because I did not want to see Vin Diesel as Bloodshot.
No.
But so Puff, who would you wanted to see as Bloodshot besides
Anybody other than Vin Diesel? You know, it could have been a no-name that actually looked like Bloodshot. You know,
right,
with the hair and all. But Vin Diesel,
I honestly thought JDF actually looked like him. Actually, they got.
I'm talking about, like, we know JDF did The Bat in the Sun, and he did great there. But if you're gonna do a big movie budget under a big studio, they wasn't gonna look his way at all.
Right.
At least get somebody who looked the part of the character in the comics. And instead, they went with Vin Diesel because of name value.
I'm trying to think who looked like him though.
How
a big
about,
star that looked like him.
John Morrison.
Huh?
Is John Morrison?
Wasn't he in those Bat in the Suns as well?
Yeah, he played Casey Jones in one. It was amazing.
And then he played
flipping and stuff. Phenomenal.
He played the Exo Manowar in the short. He played the Exo Manowar, and then JDF played he played Bloodshot. So
Exo Man of War should have been the movie they did instead.
Right.
Yeah, they should have started with Exo Man. Because now with that Bloodshot movie came out right at the start of COVID, so it got spoiled in the theaters because nobody went to see it.
Yep.
Right.
You could have the Miz.
Oh yeah.
Don't bring up the Miz.
Say that with a straight face.
Don't
just put the Rock in it.
There you go. The Rock can play any role anytime.
Yeah. So you're gonna hear Bloodshot say, yeah. What was it?
Bloodshot is
cute, jabroni. You smell what the Bloodshot is cooking?
What about Mark Wahlberg?
Maybe John Cena.
Mark Wahlberg would have been a great choice too. Probably about 10 years ago.
The only thing I don't like about Wahlberg, it always looks like he smells a fart the way he looks. Like.
I wouldn't have been disappointed to see him as Captain America, to be honest.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's got too much of a temper to play Captain America. I think all Mark Wahlberg movies, he has this temper.
He can play the Hulk. Since he got anger problems, he can play the Hulk.
But in hindsight, they did choose well, even though he was human touch. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I can't see anyone else being Captain America now.
Me either.
Same. And I think Hemsworth, even though, because I'm Australian, so I grew up watching Hemsworth on soapies, but not all that often. I didn't watch too much TV, luckily. But as soon as he became Thor, he wasn't a big name, which really helped. I think they should stop picking big names just for the, for the draw. But I can't think of anyone else as Thor now because he just does such a great job.
Kachoong, let me ask you this. When the Captain Marvel, when that come out, my first pick was Yvonne Strahovski. She's from a land down under. What do you think about her?
I'm not too familiar with her.
She was on the TV show Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was also on Dexter the last 2 seasons.
Yep.
The blonde. Yeah. I mean, she's very athletic, and I think she has that look, and I'm just like, that's.
We got a lot of people said that everybody voted for her to be Captain Marvel, and the studio didn't even look at her.
That blew my mind. When I saw her, I was like, that is the perfect person. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know why they went the way they did.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that Marvel was totally wiped out of the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I watched that movie at the theaters. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
One
you
of my
guys be
friends had it on
yeah.
DVD and loaned it to me.
Well, you guys be proud of me. I didn't pay for it. I have a Fire Stick.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got it here somewhere. Somewhere on DVD.
Mm.
And now we have Disney Plus now, so that's been worth every penny.
So there you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Delphia is a huge Disney fan, and we'll sometimes go to sleep to old Disney cartoons.
Oh yeah.
And
You can't go to sleep with Bambi on though.
mentally scarred from that.
Yeah.
Crack yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously I love my Marvel flicks and Star
Right.
Wars. So
Hey, what's coming out next week?
Mhm.
Yep.
Mandalorian.
Mando.
Yeah.
Now, if they could just kill that stupid child, I'll be a happy camper.
Making them tons of money. That's all that matters.
Man, you know she's gonna become Yoda, so you can't really kill the damn baby off.
I can't stand that character.
I understand your reasoning, Daryl, because nobody thought when that Mando series came out, nobody thought it would be revolving around a baby Yoda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So now the whole show is focused on baby Yoda.
yeah, like you need to change the name of it, man.
Dude,
The Mandalorian ass kicking.
the freaking pop is freaking huge. The box is bigger than as big as a short box.
Yeah,
As long as a short
I
box,
know.
and then
Seen it. I think Target has them.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's a.
Target.
I freaking took a short box next to it and measured it. It's, dude, the box is as big as a damn short box, but the damn character is probably half the size of it of the
but my
short
girl
box.
Gina
I know,
Carano,
yeah.
love
So
my
the
Gina.
1:1 scale, huh?
Yeah. So it's like I pulled the short box next to the box. I'm like, I wonder if it's as big as a short box. So I pull it up next to it. I'm like, son of a bitch, it's as big as a short box.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it anyway.
Yeah, there was some slow moments in the first season, but I thought the first half and the last part of it was great. The middle portions was okay.
Yeah, the guy under the helmet. Was it on your show? I don't remember. Somebody's show. Yeah, the guy under the helmet wants to be more featured without the helmet. He goes, what's the point, man?
They cut him loose.
Yeah, and just have the stunt guy play him now.
So Lando's in it, right? Lando, and people have been betting what Yoda's, if he's gonna say anything. The baby. Is he gonna say
Child,
anything?
baby.
And is Boba Fett turning up?
Never know. Never know. And
You gotta have Boba Fett sometime.
Yeah.
But what version of Boba Fett? Are we gonna play him?
I don't know. I'd like to see Bosk.
Yes, yes.
I want to see more of what's his name too, the villain who showed up at the end. I forgot his name. Played by the actor we all know from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to see more of him.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Gosh, I love Breaking Bad. That's such a great show.
Cranston,
Oh
right?
no.
No.
Not Cranston.
The
Giancarlo.
guy that got blown up and it had half his face.
Yeah,
I'm
He
trying.
put the tie on.
it's
I'm trying
Giancarlo
to
Espinal.
Wasn't he in the boys
No, that's
too?
the other guy.
So, that's the other guy. Okay, I always get the.
But yeah, you remember he was amazing in that last like 2 episodes. So I want to see more of him
Yep.
and the dark saber that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Dark Saber. Like from the Clone Wars?
Yeah. That's why when he pulled that out, I was like, "Oh shit, that's the saber from the Clone Wars." You know, especially the TV series. I was like, "Yo!" And I did watch all of the Clone Wars. You know, just leading up to that final season. That last episode was very dark. Like, wow. From the moment Order 6 happened and everything took place, and we see Vader at the end, I was like, "Damn, this show was amazing."
That's a show I've got to watch. The whole clone saga and animated. Everybody think it's phenomenal. It's like I've got to watch it.
Yeah, I gotta be able to sit through it, man. Half of the time, sometimes I'll be able to sit through like a little bit of it, and then I'm like, because of work.
That is so me. Sorry, I'm pointing my ET finger.
Some of them are where they don't kind of keep the story going, where they're just kind of one shot.
Yeah.
Episodes. They're a little boring, a little kiddie. But you know, when the Mandalorians start coming in, and that just starts getting really good then.
Yeah.
I'm currently watching Rebels. I'm up to season 3 now, and Thrawn has come in. But the end of season 2 was really good. Like when Darth Vader shows up and he's standing on top of his TIE fighter. That's like, I was cheering. Delphia was sitting next to me and she kind of jumped, gave me a side look. I was just in the sky cheering as Darth Vader showed up.
It's like when Darth Vader showed up at the end of
Clone Wars.
No, not Clone Wars. In Rogue One.
Revenge.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Rogue One,
When
yeah.
he showed up in Rogue One and started tearing those guys up, bro, that was the...
Yeah.
Oh, man, like, this is the Vader we've been wanting to see. The Vader's just brutal and kicking ass.
Oh, yeah.
I was like...
Go ahead. I'll say it's like that Darth Vader comic. Like he's in the ship going around flying. He's like just forcing other ships down and stuff. I'm like, that is awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to see more of that Vader. Like I need to see a movie with just Vader, and you know everything that happened between.
Well, they got a comic now that they can actually base the movie off of now.
I want a movie. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
I want to see a movie that depicts Vader in that form. You know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Between episode 3 and Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even, before Empire.
But, that's what I want to see, man. Because that was the Vader we all been waiting to see.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see Chewbacca just rip people's arms off at some point too. like when Han died, I was like, Chewbacca should have just gone completely insane, and you see him just ripping stormtroopers apart.
that would have been funny.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been hilarious. Yeah. But what would have been funnier if he was beating people with the arms after, like you rip them off.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are savages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
My favorite thing about the Star Wars thing is every time we bring it up, Robert's always talking about those damn teddy bears.
Oh. Oh, yeah. The Ewok Adventures.
Yeah. Every time we bring it up, Robert's always saying, everybody, I think they're so furry and so cute, but they're actually freaking, they eat people.
Man. Yeah,
they're cannibals. They eat people.
Well, not cannibals, but...
Yeah, but
Yeah, they would have ate
it's
them
funny.
if it wasn't for 3PO.
Yeah. But it's hilarious because it's like, and Robert, every time we bring it up, Robert always brings it up. They always think they're nice and cute, but they're not cute.
No. It's like Jawas. They're not cute.
Yeah. Man, one thing you don't want to get stuck on is a planet with those damn bears anyway.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I didn't like them when I first saw them. I'm like, who are these low-rent Care Bears, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's why their movies flopped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, that's too awesome.
Straight to video.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in those Ewok movies. I know Vigilante liked them, I think. And I know I saw another page that talked about the Ewoks, but...
The Ewok Christmas special.
Yeah, actually, they got... What do they got? They got a Lego Star Wars Christmas special coming out in December.
That's gonna be interesting.
But then people like that,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But
I still want
it's
the
gonna be
original to be released.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Give me the
just
original.
To see it in...
Lego form. My wife loves those Lego things. She'll watch it.
Well, if you guys are big Dune fans, Dune got the comic released this week.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
No, it actually did. They did release a Dune comic this week.
This is list right there.
Uh-huh. Oh, Rogue One.
Rogue
Right.
Empire. Second Ewok movie.
I think he's just trying to piss off Robert when Robert watches it on the rewind.
No, he legit loves the Ewok movies, especially that second one.
Yeah, I like them, but they're not that high.
Yeah.
Rogue One is
man.
my second favorite, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was surprised at how good that was.
Oh yeah.
And the solo movie, while not great, it's definitely a fun watch.
But
Like,
it,
I
it
wouldn't
wasn't,
say
it
it was
wasn't
terrible.
horrible. It wasn't horrible, man. But
No.
it was okay for what it was. You know what I mean?
I think they set it up for a sequel at least, and then I guess it did poorly. So I don't know if they're going to do a sequel.
I got this,
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
a thick coffee table book, but it's got tons of drawings and stuff in it. Some pretty cool art in it.
Yeah, sometimes
That's cool.
those books are great to have.
I love
Oh,
these
yeah.
things. And there's what's his name?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And speaking of original, I found this garage sale.
Oh,
It's still sealed.
nice.
Nice.
It's a little
Oh.
big, but it's original.
But you can still, it's still worth something.
Oh, that's
I think
probably
it's-
what's up. I used to have the old board game back in the day. And I
Yeah,
had no idea how
Yeah.
to play it.
1977.
Nice.
Yeah.
Neat. Love my
Awesome,
Star
man.
Wars.
You know, I forgot to show
Oh,
this off the
that's-
last time we talked about Big Trouble in Little China when we talked about the movie.
Oh,
And I
Jack
actually-
Burton.
Yeah. And I had James Hahn sign it on
Oh,
the cover.
cool.
Because he goes,
There
where
you
did you
go.
want me to sign it? He goes, I go wherever you want, and he picked the cover. He signs it, and then he actually points at him too. And that's
I
his
love
that's his Chinese name, the character.
That's awesome.
Holy
Those
cow.
80s adventure style movies were great, like Romance in the Stone and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching those when I was a kid. Like I would watch that, and then I would watch this right
Golden
after.
Child. Golden
Oh, yeah.
Child.
Oh,
Mhm.
and the only reason
yeah.
this got released before Golden Child was because they didn't want to get Golden Child and this one mixed up.
No.
all the same Asian actors were in it, so it was like everybody's gonna mistake that movie for the same movie.
The 80s was like a heaven for fantasy movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me and Vigilante, we
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do a video talking about Flash Gordon. You
Oh.
know, and
Yes.
when the
Yeah, they were
anniversary of that.
supposed to come to the. Yeah, they were supposed to come to the con last year, and for some reason, some contractual thing, they dropped out of the. At the 40th, it was supposed to be the 40th anniversary of the movie, and they dropped out of it, and just decided to. I guess they weren't getting paid enough or something, and decided they weren't coming to the con.
Yeah.
or the con screwed him over with money. So sometimes that happens too.
Must have happened. Yeah, it was a local con here, and they built this whole thing up that they're coming, and then we find out they're not coming because they ended up doing something else and they went to another con or something.
Yeah, well, cons
was
do
like,
that,
okay.
man. Cons go, oh
Yeah,
yeah, they're
they-
coming.
Yeah, sometimes as a fan, you get burnt feeling that
Yeah.
way.
Oh, Heroes Con does that a lot. I watch their list, and it's like they got a list of like maybe 100 guests coming, and like 15 or 20 of them drop out.
No,
Yep.
the one that pissed me off was the Tampa Con one, where it was supposed to be an old school Vampirella artist. You know that one. St. Julian was supposed to come that the year when we all met. He was supposed to come what was it? Tim always tells me, yeah, this dude always cancels right towards the end, like before even coming, he'll cancel. And they go, I bet you he won't. And right up,
Hey.
2 weeks before the damn con, St. Julian goes straight across the screen, canceled. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It's like that Doctor Who. I think it's that Doctor Who girl. I think she always drops out of
Nice.
everything she does.
Flash.
Flash
Gordon.
This is the 88.
I don't think I got my. Yeah, Flash Gordon and Archie were supposed to do a crossover thing this year, and I don't think it ever happened.
Well, blame COVID for that one.
Yeah, I think I got pushed back.
Yeah, last
Did
year,
get my
Tex
DVD
Arrow was
on.
supposed to be in Heroes Con, and last minute he was out.
There's 9 of these.
Yeah.
The 9-issue run.
9 issues. Yeah.
That is great.
Jurgens, I believe, is the artist.
Oh, Dan Jurgens.
Yeah. Of the
Yeah, I
cover.
met him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I can't get over how beautiful this Frazetta Death Dealer cover is. I saw it. I didn't see it in. I bought it online. I didn't see it up close and personal. But if you see it up close, it's really good. It's
That's
really gorgeous, man.
nice.
It's really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, but I joke around all the time with you guys. I go, if you look at Frazetta's signature and look at Todd's signature, it's about the same. If you just take the top off of the Frazetta's F, it's Todd's signature, dead ringer for Todd's signature. If you look at it, yeah. If you take
Yeah, I love that, man.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Mm. If I get to meet his granddaughter, I wouldn't mind having his granddaughter sign him because it's still a Frazetta, so that's all I care about.
How many toys you have, Gretzky? Like, do you still have toys left?
I have a few, but not as many as I used to. I still got a
Toys?
few of.
Oh, the lunchbox.
Yeah,
That's right.
No, this is the old.
A case.
Your figures.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
figure case. Yeah. I used to
Yeah.
have the one that had the Darth Vader face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have some of those. I wish I still had a bunch of them, but I played with them outside and stuff like that.
Yeah, some of these I had to rebuy for my use.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some of the Burger King glasses that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
I've broke plenty
I got
of
a few of
those.
Yeah.
Hey, Dale,
I got
show
the-
those lunchboxes that we showed yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the old battle kit. I think those
Oh,
look
cool.
awesome. It's a little rusty on there. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the character on that thing, man. The rust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be giving this away to one
You
of my
got the-
friends. You guys.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
You got the you got the thermos inside there?
This one does, but it doesn't have the inner top on it.
Okay.
I thought this was kind of cool. It's got like the original owner's name still on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman on that.
And I did get that.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Now
I
you
don't
just
have
need the
the
lunchbox with
lunchbox for
it.
But
Now you
I
just need
thought
the
that was
lunchbox
cool.
for it.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a kid.
Hey, Stay Puff, I'm probably going to have to take off, man.
All right, man. It was great to have
See you
you
later.
on. You know, you and Delphia were great.
We
And,
really appreciate you having us on. It's great being a part of this community and just, getting invites like this. It, makes people feel special. And y'all are amazing and put up some great content. But appreciate the time. And we got mother-in-law to take care of. So
Good
Well,
job.
it was great having you on.
Great having you on,
Great
Kachoong.
meeting you. And,
yeah, maybe we'll
good meeting
jump on Silver Age Sunday one day because that's like our church every
Yep.
Sunday. Show
Yeah,
some
we
more
have a
books.
blast.
A couple of these silver books behind me.
Hey, I whenever y'all ready, man, just hit one of us up, and we'll let each other know that Delphia and Kachoong are making their way to Silver Age Sunday.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, man.
Appreciate
Later,
it.
y'all.
Hey, Jeff, put the gun away, man. You're
Huh?
scaring people. Put the gun away.
It's not even a gun. It's not
Oh.
even one.
Oh, bazooka.
It used to be, not no more. Used to be.
Matter of fact, but when I was at the show last week with boat writing stuff
Mhm.
and those toys, we was going through all those old toys, and they had the Star Trek figures. And I was looking for Picard. Like if I was gonna grab a Star Trek figure, I wanted Picard. And the only Picard they had was the Borg Picard from Star Trek movie, the Nemesis movie.
Hmm.
Well, don't.
Oh yeah.
First Contact. First Contact.
Don't be announcing it now, man. Now Steve is gonna be looking.
I'm fine with that. But
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm messing around with you.
when I went toy hunting and I saw they had a bunch of Star Trek figures. I was looking for the Picard one because I really wanted Picard, and I didn't see Picard, but that's gonna be on my list whenever I go to these shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be like a Tampa toy, something like a toy show going on eventually. Maybe Boat's gonna end up going, eventually. They got a bunch of these toy shows that freaking happen over here too.
Yeah, I probably if this COVID thing blows off, because normally we have the Orlando Toy and Comic Con, or even Infinity Toy and Comic Con.
Yeah, I remember.
One of those two. So when I go there, I'll be looking for toys and stuff.
You know, this year is gonna be if it does happen, it's gonna be crazy because you got Boat, me, you, at that toy con, and the kids are gonna be like, boo.
Bro, both kids was just going through those boxes full of toys.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was his daughter that alerted me to that Ghostbuster toy, the old Kenner Pete Venkman figure.
Yeah.
I just had to have that.
Yeah. You're gonna, like I said, they're gonna find a bunch of stuff that you're gonna go, damn it, I gotta go put this book back.
Well, the funny thing was, I had brought my books after the show already, you know, so I just waited for Boat to drop his stuff off, and then we did a final look around, and that's when, they was going through all those toys.
They do that. Yeah. They did that on TampaCon too. Little Boat did that at TampaCon too. I remember because me, Boat, and I think it was Hialeah or Steve. One of us we were going off with them. Steve gives them like $5 or $10, something like that, and told him go looking for it.
I'm gonna get me something right now.
Oh boy.
I was able to get the Pete Venkman figure and what I sold on Silver Age Sunday.
Right.
That's these. It's the Pete Venkman.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
With the whole thing with.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of these Ghostbuster figures, and then I also bought Storm.
Oh yeah, that Storm. Yeah.
That is awesome.
You know who I would have sign it if Claremont. I wouldn't mind having Claremont sign it if I was you.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Chris Claremont would be a cool signature either on the box or on the clear part of it.
And it was marked for $20. It was 60% off toys and stuff. So I was like, man,
yeah,
I have to get it.
I think those Ghostbuster toys. I think they re-released them. I think Toys R Us before they went out of business. Maybe in like a couple years before they went out of business, had those re-release of the Ghostbuster toys.
One of my friends found at Big Lots, probably been about 8-9 years ago. It was two packs of Ghostbusters. One had, I think, Venkman and Egon, and the other one had oh gosh, why am I blanking on my guys' names?
Ray Stanton, Winston Redmore.
Yes. I think they had big 2-packs, and like they were huge, and they had scenery with them. It's like, gosh, I wanted those things so bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen them before.
How'd you find them at Big Lots? Like, oh my gosh.
No, you'd be surprised.
I go to Big Lots.
I mean, as you can see,
I get nothing.
I get those Ghostbuster figures.
Yeah.
Those are the real Ghostbusters, and I got.
Yeah, and then the California blend stuff all behind him too.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, the only person on our whole crew, the only one that doesn't have anything from California blend is Boat, I think.
Does Javi have one?
Hialeah got one. Oh, Javi doesn't have one, so there's two of them that don't got a California blend something. So that's two of them.
Yeah, she does awesome painting.
So, I know I would ask her to do for Javi for sure.
Yeah, because I AOK'd you that Vampirella after
Yeah,
I
so
bought
now-
the Vampirella
right.
painting, and I saw the video
I
of her.
went, yeah, I'm joking around. I go, damn it, I was gonna.
But I knew when she saw that Vampirella blank sketch cover, I told her that
Yeah,
when you finish that, let me know because I'm an AOK it to Jeff.
right. Yeah, but dude, that was a great idea for her to do that because then I could get all kinds of people to sketch in that in that Vampirella book now.
Yeah, that's an awesome book.
Because it's blank all the way through. I thought it was only
All the way
blank.
through.
Yeah, I thought it was blank only on top. You know what? I didn't think it was blank all the way through though.
And you can get any artist to work
Right.
inside that. No,
Right.
Vampirella song.
Right.
But
Yeah, I didn't know. What was it? Bruce Timm actually did a couple of covers. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
Yeah, Bruce Timm did a couple of Vampirella covers, and I didn't know that. So I'm like, wow, he did.
I did not know that.
Dang.
No, now that's one of them on my list. Now it's like I get early Perillo. I need to get Bruce Timm stuff. I'm like, damn it, man.
And the list keeps growing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know you're like Robert with a huge list.
Yeah. Well, that's the list got dwindled. The Vampirella 1 stuff, all that list got you know. Now it's just like variants that I like. You know what I mean? So it's easier.
Yeah.
It's a little easier. Yeah, but Robert's list is always growing.
Here's one of his Bruce Timm
Yeah.
going for like 150.
Yeah. And I looked at it, I'm like, I go, why does that name sound so familiar? Because I didn't register it until I thought of Batman. When I looked up Batman animated series, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Because he did one where the Van Helsing guy looks like freaking Batman from the animated series. I laughed so hard. I go, why is Bruce Wayne in the book? Because if you look at the panel and look at the face, it looks just like the animated series Bruce Wayne. So I'm laughing. I'm like, hey, look, Bruce Wayne's in the book.
This is a book that Matt Odom said he brought on the Comic Con Roundtable.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a nice
nice.
yeah.
He said he couldn't show it because it's
Yeah.
nudity in there, but yeah, he got that for a good price.
Yeah, I need to get one. I get one now. Because I grew up on we all grew up on the animated series, man. That's what we know.
That show still holds up.
Yeah.
No matter what year go by, that show still holds up. Like you can always watch Batman and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it holds up better than the Superman one.
Oh yeah.
And I thought the Superman one was still good. But compared to Batman was far and away the better show.
See, I like Batman and
Oh, yeah.
X-Men. I thought those two were the best.
Oh yeah. X-Men.
Yeah.
See, my thing was when I watched X-Men, I didn't know that was Jim Lee's X-Men until later in life. Like until I got back into collecting, I didn't know that was Jim Lee stuff. I'm like, what's? I go and then I looked at Jim Lee's. I'm like, why does that look so familiar? And then I looked at the animated series and I looked at that. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, like I said, the X-Men animated series and the Batman animated series is like the defining moments of '90s animation cartoons. Like,
Pretty much that what introduced me to Jim Lee in general was the cartoon.
Yeah.
because I feel like
Yeah.
the Superman and the Spider-Man that followed those two were good,
Oh yeah.
but they like X-Men and Batman were just like the pinnacle. Those were the starting launch that
yeah.
universe.
I mean,
'Cause I didn't like the Hulk one. The Hulk
Harley
was
Quinn,
terrible.
so there you go.
Which one you say?
Mad Love.
Oh
That
yeah.
episode is how I fell in love with Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Felt so bad
Yeah.
for her. Ever since I've been quite the Harley fan.
And it's funny how dark that episode is.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
It's bad in one cartoon.
Did you pick up the new the new Harley series?
The Sean Murphy
The
one?
Batman White Knight Harley.
The Batman White Knight one.
I didn't see that in my shop.
No, I didn't either. But I was talking about the other one. She's a criminal psychologist, and then
Oh,
Joker. Yeah, that one's actually good. one of my friends from the shop actually used to help them with it, but they took them off the book, like, because they're supposed to be like 9 to 10 issues, or 12 issue. It's a 12 issue mini, but it was for the Black Label, and they just threw it, like, right in the middle of the whole thing. They threw him off of the book because he's the psychologist they used for the information, like, like what would an actual criminal psychologist say in this panel here, that panel there. Like, he actually wrote it out for them, and like, hey, this is what she would really say, and this is what she would really do. And so they gave him a bunch. She gave him a bunch of information. I've asked him a couple of times, like, hey, jump on the show jump on an Extreme Nerd Table with me. You can talk about it. DC won't let him talk about anything. Yeah, not even that. Even that he's off the book. They won't let him talk about it at all. Like, nothing.
Dang.
Yeah.
Was that the Harleen series or the
No, the other one. Actually, hold on. I'll grab the book now.
It's Harleen.
Is that the one?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, is that the one with Palmati?
No. It's Harley Quinn. No. It's the Harley Quinn, criminal. Damn it! Hold on. Let me.
Criminally insane.
The other.
Because I know Palmati and
so.
Connors was doing a Black Label book.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey one.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey. Yeah.
Criminal Sanity.
Yeah, the criminal book.
Criminal Sanity.
But that was around the same time the Harleen book was coming out.
That came on just after, I believe. Because I finished the Harleen, and not long after that is when I quit getting them.
I think that came out either during issue 2 or 3 of Harleen.
Yeah. But this is the only reason I started picking up, because the friend was in it. The friend that does the criminal sanity, like criminal psychology stuff. That's the only reason I started picking it up, because he mentioned it. He was in it and stuff like that. He goes, yeah, like a lot of the parts that they were asking, yeah. Like,
Hey, Remo, what's up?
So Reem,
yeah.
Hey.
Like, the artwork in it's not bad. I mean, honestly.
I think it's very, very good.
Yeah,
And
it is.
Harleen, I thought that series was really good.
But like, this stuff is good. And then the Joker actually looks like the friend. The friend actually looks like it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's funny, because the friend actually looks like this. Well, not with the colored hair and everything, but the hairstyle and the facial features and stuff like that. He pretty much looks like that. Yeah, it's Ed Keen, MD.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's the doctor they ask for psychology questions and stuff. Like, if they had like, hey, why is the Joker so nuts in this panel here, or why would he be so nuts? They would ask him a bunch of questions and stuff. But I think they stopped using him in issue. I think they said I think the friend said like the 9th issue or something like that. They stopped using him like for information. So he goes, so it might be crap later on. He goes the first couple of issues might be accurate, but I'm not sure about the last couple.
I tell you one thing I just saw is a statue of Batman Damned.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this statue from Sideshow?
Yeah.
It's Premier One. It's a third size. I think it's massive.
Yep.
I was like, holy cow! Of course, it's over $1,000.
I can admire those statues, but I know I'm
Not that one.
Yeah, I was about when you said Batman Damn, I'm like, dude, the only thing that people know about Batman Damn is one panel in the whole freaking thing.
Yeah,
I
and
know,
that's the
that's
story.
about it.
Yeah.
No, they don't even remember nothing.
And I'm joking around. I hope it's not that panel. That's it.
Not that panel. But I saw someone doing an unboxing. I'm like, my goodness, that's a beautiful statue. I'm not paying over $1,000 for that statue.
Yeah. Or you have removable bat bat suit.
I remember when it came out, I was like, okay, we got the bat, Can we get the Catwoman kitty? I mean, just throwing it out there.
No, originally, what I heard about the Batman Damn thing was originally the second issue was supposed to have a bunch of Harley stuff in it, like a bunch of like there's a part where Harley unzips her top, and supposedly we were gonna get Harley boobs and every like almost yeah.
They as soon as the penis became a popular thing, man.
Yeah, and they freaking, because you can tell they freaking pull panels out of the second issue. If you read it and look at it, you can tell panels are missing.
Huh.
It sucks because that's supposed to be a mature label.
Yeah. Puff, I bet you I know what happened too. I bet you anything it's
AT&T, man.
Not only that, mom's probably picked it up, not knowing what the hell that damn thing is. Picked it up for the kids, gave it to the kids, and then freaking saw the kids reading it, and then took a magnifying glass and looked at it. Because
come on now.
No, because if you didn't actually look for it, you wouldn't notice it.
But look, kids can look up shit on the internet and find something else than that.
I understand that. You understand that. But they don't understand. The parents that keep their kids really sheltered don't understand that.
If they keep them sheltered, then keep them out of a comic shop. Period.
The parents are.
Oh, I saw something the other day on Facebook. You know, it's Halloween time, so people will put different things out the trunk of their car.
Right.
And somebody put 2 little feet.
Right.
Oh my goodness, you would have thought the world had ended it. I was like, seriously, it's funny.
I got a Karen living next door to me, man, and she gives me so many freaking issues. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like even if we play music during the day, and she'll come over there, hey, I'm recording you. I'm like, dude, it's during the day. What the hell?
That's so horrible. Yet it just made me chuckle.
I know. What she do? Sleep all day.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like it's during the day, and I have music blaring. Dude, it's the day. Why can't I have music playing? You know what I mean? It's like, so it's like, because previously to this, she was okay, but don't know what the hell happened. I've been living to her for over 10 years, next to her so I don't know what the hell happened.
COVID.
Take a picture of her and say, look, I've got to look at this.
Yeah. You know how much of a attitude I would get from the lady.
This is what I think of you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, too funny.
Yeah, man, trust me, man. It's like, dude, I have to deal with that almost every weekend or every day, almost every 2 weeks or so. Dude, it's freaking annoying. And then all the neighbors are even annoyed at her, man. Like, she'll complain to other neighbors, like, dude, really? And then she got a shit ton of dogs. Well, we don't complain about her damn dogs. Dude, she's overrun with dogs. Not like 1 or 2 dogs. You know what I mean? It's like, there's more dogs than her, than people.
Damn.
She's got a nice canine going on over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kennel. That's the word I'm looking for. A kennel. Because a canine is a dog.
Yeah, or canines or teeth.
Yeah.
I just think it's. But I think it's funny, and I think it's freaking annoying sometimes too, because, dude, we'll have people come over, have a couple of beers, hang out. Can't even have music playing because this lady, and then she'll go to the neighbors next door, like across from her, because they have family over and they're having a little party or something. You know what I mean? So it's like,
crazy woman.
That's hilarious.
TV on top of everything, man. On top of everything with a joke.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, that was.
Man, I am so looking forward to that C2E2 video tonight by Bear Island Comic.
Yeah, I am too. I'm curious too.
Yeah.
How long was he working on it? Like almost 3 months, 4 months, something like that, or longer than that? Almost a year. Almost a year, right?
In February, so
yeah, it was February. That was the last con they had.
They had to start it after the lockdown.
Yeah. So let's just say almost a year. If you went until December, it would have been a year.
I would say like half the year or something like
Yeah.
that.
That's what they said. Yeah.
So he had to put a lot of effort in it. Then, man, I don't mind watching it since he put that much effort in it.
Alone looked
Right.
like a lot of work was put into it. You know,
Right.
just filmed that trailer.
Yeah.
I like how he said.
I mean, he should win an award for that.
Right.
From a viewer of The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said when he was on the show, I said we had The Last Dance, we had The Last Ride, we had The Last of Us Part 2 come out, and now we got The Last Con.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the year of last.
Yeah.
Yep.
The dumpster fire 2020.
Yeah. The turtles
We should
are
have a
getting their
we should
last
have
warning.
we should have a T-shirt made. Dumpster fire of 2020.
That would work. Yeah.
It almost feels like I want to skip the next 2 months just to get to 2021. Because
Yeah.
something might happen in the next 2 months that make me feel hard. You know?
I should just create a T-shirt that says dumpster fire of 2020.
Yep. I swear, we all thought years before was bad.
Bad, yeah. This year was
the
this is the worst one out of all of them.
Oh yeah.
I ain't getting the call.
Well, that's up to you if you want to call it, Puff. It's up to you. It's we'll run
it's
it
up
on
to you.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're about ready to go get something to eat. So.
Yeah, I was about to go get me some grubbage.
Yeah.
Gretzky, it was great having you on. You know, for the first time.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
No, outside little technical difficulties, man. It was a blast talking with you.
Oh yeah.
You know, having fun. It was great having Delphia and Kachoong on.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Big Will, and of course Jeff.
Yeah.
When Steve ain't here, you come down to
Right.
hold it down for him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I gotta be for you, man. You're one of the brothers, man. I got to.
The floor of the crew always come through.
Yeah. We always
then-
watching out for each other.
Yeah, Daryl, you know, it was great being on with you yesterday on your 6th anniversary.
And again, I appreciate it so much, man.
Yeah, I was glad that I jumped on there with you and Hialeah. That was awesome.
Yep, and it was Robert's birthday. Yeah, it was Robert's birthday, and it was 90's birthday this week. It was Robert's on Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then it was 90's birthday like Wednesday, the day before.
Yeah.
Well, I missed the 90.
Yeah.
I
But I got
that too. I
AOK.
didn't
I want
realize,
to send
yeah.
I got AOK. I want to send to Robert. So
Yeah.
since
I
he's been
do too.
bombarding me with AOK.
Yeah, dude, he bombarded everybody this year. This
I know.
month.
I know. Robert says he's like, I got something for you. What's your address?
Dude,
I'm like, okay.
dude, he got it's not one thing, man. Or like there was one time I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's one thing, dude. It's a freaking box almost as big as freaking what Lady Fantastic sent me. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I know I got something for Robert to send him later when the guy gets it done. So he's doing a sketch
Yeah.
for him.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna put something together for him. And
Yeah.
yo, Robert is so great that he AOK'd the entire Common Calling Roundtable.
Yeah,
Wow.
There's like 6 of us, and he sent AOKs to all 6 of us.
dude, that's how much you know Robert really likes you when you get an AOK from him. Like, dude, when you get an AOK from him, you know he's one. Dude, that's why he's called the Godfather of the community in general, man. He does all kinds of good stuff, man. That came from one person, and it's stuck. Yeah, and it's stuck. And
Just like you,
Jefferella.
Yeah.
But you know, it was another great show, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
it
for
was.
being on there. Thanks for everybody that showed up.
No
in
problem.
the chat.
No problem.
Yep.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.
I will be on Silver Age Sunday tomorrow,
Yep. Me too.
along with my pal Jeff.
Along with these German first appearances.
Yep. Do you have
Oh, yeah.
anything coming up, Gretzky, on your channel?
I'm trying to think. I'm going to try to put a video out Monday. So I'm going to try to do 2 videos Monday, hopefully.
Oh, that's cool up, Vigilante. These are resealable bags too. Yeah, even better. No tape to
very
deal
cool.
with. No tape to
That's
deal
the way
with.
to go. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
No tape
What
to deal
about
with.
you, Daryl? You got anything coming up on your channel?
Let's see. Probably tomorrow. I just bought this. New box of Topps Gallery.
Hmm.
I'm gonna bust that open. And one of my friends is he's having a sale for his comic book. So let's see what I can get up there. And Monday night on Hialeah's channel, we're having our top 5, our favorite 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, that Johnson and Johnson show, right?
Yeah, the Johnson show.
Yeah.
You know what? It should be called the Johnson and Johnson show. Johnson.
Yeah.
The other 3 J's.
So,
That'd
that's
be
what I
cool.
kind of got planned for the next little bit.
Yeah.
We talked to
I gotta-
one of
I gotta-
the friends that did my
I gotta catch
artwork
that
up
one,
here.
Yeah.
So we might finally get her on the podcast. So I'm looking
that's
forward
cool.
to that too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Miss Care Bear herself.
Awesome, man. So that is what is planned going
Yeah.
forward. I hope everybody like and subscribe to all these guys in the panel, and enjoy the rest of your weekend and be safe, y'all. Peace out.
He's out.